Welcome to the Samwelb B12 experience,
where we have you covered for all the NHL action, play-by-play, news, and more. Make sure to subscribe today.
Newfoundland.
Watching Samwelb experience.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome in. It is time again. Welcome back. The rematch. The Maple Leafs going into Ottawa this time. It's me. It's Samwelb, your Toronto sports hockey guy, and I am here to bring you all the action, all the coverage, and it's bloody freezing in my house today. What's going on? We're not even in October yet. The leaves are falling. The weather is changing. It's been raining. But hey, we got hockey. So welcome in. Good to see you all. Jonathan, how's it going? Beverly, welcome back. Good to see you. Dallas in the house. What's up? Milt, what's going on? And my watch is yelling at me. Stop yelling at me, watch. We're trying to do a live stream here. Milt, how's it going? Bon, what's going on in the house? I can prep. Good to see you. Lucas, hello there. Marshall, welcome to the show. Amber Love, welcome in. Good to see you. Hope everybody has had a great summer. Daniel Barry, hello there. Welcome in one and all. If you're just listening along in the background, welcome and thank you for tuning in as we get going. Make sure you hit that thumbs up for us. It helps us out and helps bring more traffic in. So we appreciate all your support. All right, let's get into it. News off the front. Who's going to be playing today? If you haven't seen the lineups, we're going to let you know who is in, and let's break it down. Who should we go to first? Gordon, how's it going? Welcome. Let's go to the home squad first. I got to make it a little bigger because it's so small on my phone. Kicking it off, top line, Brady Tkachuk is in with Tim Stützle and Claude Giroux. We got David Perron with the feisty Ridley Gregg. Is he going to be taking slappers into the empty net again? Ridley Gregg, and they're going to be with Nick Cousins. That's right. One of the more hated Florida Panthers now joins the Ottawa Senators to bring some toughness. Matthew Highmore is going to be in with Zach Ostiachuk and Tyler Boucher. Then we got Cole Reinhardt, who had a heck of a game the other night, Garrett Pilon, and Hayden Hodgson. So big time lineup here for the Sens. On defense, Jake Sanderson is going to be with Travis Harmonic. Philip Rose is going to be with Nick Jensen, and Jeremy Davis going to be with Jacob Bernard Docker. So big time lineup. Your goaltenders, Anton Forsberg, expected to get the start with Sogard backing him up. Rich, how's it going? Welcome in. Flip-flop, you called it. That's right. NHL versus AHL. That is exactly what we're going to see. JDA, welcome in, brother. Welcome to the show. Talking about that flip-flop for the Maple Leafs. Hold your breath. Here's the lineup. Don't really hold your breath. Phil, how's it going? All right, the Leafs are rolling out Matthew Nyes with David Kemp and Alex Nylander. We're going to get our first taste of the other Nylander brother tonight. So Nyes, Kemp, Nylander, Bobby McMahon, Holmberg, and Nick Robertson. Hirvonen with Quinlan and Steves. And then Easton Cowan with Shaw and Gabrinkin. You heard me correct. The big NHLers in that lineup: Matthew Nyes, Nick Robertson, Holmberg, McMahon. Can you say Alex Nylander was an NHLer? He spent some time, but a very, very young lineup on forward for the Leafs. On the defensive side, Simon Benoit's going to draw in. He's going to come in with Connor Timmins. We got Mermis and Myers together. Rafai and Mettinen and Kokkonen is going to be the extra D. Stolars and Hildeby going to be your tenders of the twine tonight. So we'll have to see which one of those two is going to get the start. But that's how it all breaks down. And boy, oh boy, oh boy. We're just going to hold our breath. But you know what? It's going to be A-OK. This is what the Sens did the other day. The Senators had their chance with their young lineup just the other night, and they had one heck of a game. They pulled out the victory. So, hey, maybe the little buds can do it today. So welcome in UV, welcome in Roger. Good to see you. Welcome in Duke. How's it going, buddy? Cam, hello there. Welcome to the show. Welcome in everybody as you're joining us. We are getting ready. We got a few minutes to go before they come on the ice. So those are the lineups. Victoria, hello there. Welcome in. Sir Gods, welcome in as well. Thank you very much. I really appreciate the kind words. I try my best. We just like to have some fun here, and I really do appreciate it. So those are all the transactions, everything we have seen. However, the Leafs did make one transaction, one big transaction. It's not really, it's a little transaction. Noah Chadwick has been sent back to his minor league team. So Noah Chadwick has been sent back. Benoit, how's it going? Welcome in. Thoughts on the Oilers this year? I will get to that. Stick around for a little bit. I will get to the Oilers, I promise. Morgan, how's it going? Welcome in. The other big news today, huge news. Again, not really huge news, but it's preseason. We got to make it sound like it's huge news. Austin Matthews left the ice early today. Austin Matthews apparently has sustained some kind of upper body ailment. We don't know exactly what it is. It's preseason. It could be a headache for all we know. But Austin Matthews, with some kind of upper body issue, left practice earlier today. He was seen walking out fine. He wasn't limping. He didn't have any casts or tensors or anything wrapped up. He looked fine leaving the ice. He just left early for some upper body thing. So it's news. It's Matthews. We got to call it. We got to bring it out. I personally am just hoping he's not feeling something in the wrist. We know he's had wrist issues. We know he had wrist surgery. So let's just hope it's not something with the wrist, but I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm sure he'll be back Thursday as the Montreal Canadiens come to Toronto in another early big battle. As the Leafs and the Habs going to go toe-to-toe on Thursday. We'll be right here with that one for you. So, you know, it's going to be fun. They were saying arm. So, all right, thank you, Gordon. It's definitely something with the arm. Upper body could be salary cap. That's funny. Yeah, it could be. You never know what they're trying to do at this point. It doesn't really matter. He'll be fine. It's a long season. So I'm not worried. Again, I just hope it's not the wrist, because the wrist, you know, that's something that's going to nag you. That's something that's going to bother you all the way through. Rockin', how's it going? Welcome in. Good to see you back. Good to have everybody here. Antonio, welcome in. This, again, we don't expect much from the Leafs. And I saw in the poll we posted in our community section, which, by the way, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you sub up and make sure your notifications are on. We post a lot in our community section. We post a lot in regards to when we're streaming, but we also post a lot of polls, and we love to get your opinion. We love to hear what you have to say. So definitely, if you haven't answered the poll, make sure you do that. But the odds when I looked in, everybody was picking Toronto to win this game. So can the big stars of Ottawa be outclassed by the young buds, just as Ottawa kind of upset Toronto a couple of nights ago? Predictions for the Leafs this season. Oh, so I've been getting asked this question a lot, and thank you, JDA, for bringing it up. I appreciate it. Sir Gods, you got wrist problems from ball hockey. Yeah, it's crazy. Lala's Place, hello, welcome in. So what are my predictions for the Leafs? I do think they are making the postseason. I do. FanDuel and some other gambling sites have Toronto pegged in second place in the Atlantic Division. Florida Panthers to take the division. Toronto just narrowly in second place. Well, I'm not so sure about that, and it's hard to really predict placing in a division at this point because injuries come into it. There's so many things that could come in and impact it. But Toronto definitely going into the playoffs this year. Jennifer, how's it going? Welcome in. Lewis, welcome in. Victor, how's it going? To go out on a limb saying that, yeah. They are going to make the playoffs, but this is where I will make my bolder prediction. And again, this is purely my gut feeling. I think they're going around 3 today, this season. I think they're going third round. I really, really like what Berube is doing. I like how after game 1, he said, listen, we were slow. We didn't play well. He's working these guys hard. Practices are hard, grinding them out. It's not as loosey-goosey as it used to be under the previous coaching staff. They used to be allowed to listen and blast music during practice and workouts, and that's kind of changing. They're taking the music away. So they're focusing in, they're dialing in, they're working on the areas that need to be worked upon. And so I like what's happening. I like what they're doing. And I honestly, truly believe this is the year they're getting to the third round. Now, if you say, Sam, you're crazy, history says it's not going to happen. You're right. History says the Toronto Maple Leafs have never been to the third round because back when they were in the playoffs winning Stanley Cups, there were only 2 rounds. But hey, it's different this year. I just got a feeling. Now you're going to say, Sam, we say that every year. This is the year. But I mean it this time. I honestly do. I really have good faith in this team. I like what they're building upon. I like what they're working towards. Defense was a big focus in this offseason. We have a lot of defensemen now. I'm curious to see what these defensive lines are going to look like. We know what we're going to get with McCabe, right? Hard hitting. He's going to come out. He's going to rush. He's going to shoot. He'll make a few defensive little blunders that we all have start scratching our head wondering why he did that. Marty, how's it going? Welcome in. Timothy, welcome in. But I like McCabe. You know what you're going to get from Morgan Riley. He's all-star caliber defenseman, a lot of potential. Again, at times he'll have you scratching your head, but Morgan Riley is a big, big quarterback and a big part of this team. We see Tanev coming in. He's going to bring that physical element, and him and Riley paired up together, I think, is going to be nice. They complement each other's game very well. So there we go. We got 3 defense locked up, right? Now you have playing tonight in Simon Benoit. I hope Simon Benoit is going to get a chance to get into a lot of these games and play regularly, especially with McCabe. I loved when those two were together. George, how's it going? Welcome in. Touch Football, welcome in as well. Hayden, what's going on? Brett, welcome in. Tristan, welcome in as well. So now we got 4, right? We got 4 defense. We're down to 2 spots. We got Timothy Liljegren. You got Connor Timmins. You know, you got Hakanpää. You know, there's a couple of defense there that are going to rotate through. Who's going to be the odd man out? I like what they're doing on the defensive side. It's better. My fear for this squad, in which really is going to make or break us, and Benoit, you just hit it on the head. Stealing my thunder. Coming out, but you're right. The goaltending situation is where there's going to be some concern, right? Is it going to be Wall? Is it going to be Stolarz? Is Matt Murray going to steal the starting spot? What is it going to look like? What is it going to look like with the starting goalie situation? That, I think, is really going to help dictate the season going forward. Jonathan, who's in net tonight? It's going to be split between Hildeby and Stolarz. I'm not sure who's going to be starting. It wouldn't surprise me if Hildeby gets the start. I'm excited to see Stolarz and how he plays. I can't wait to see him in that Leaf uniform. Guy, how's it going? Welcome to the show. So that's my thoughts. That's what I think my prediction is for this team. Of course, it's going to be a long season. It's going to be up and down. And as we start tailoring this roster, we'll go through and we'll take a look and we'll kind of discuss what we like and what we don't like. Some of the early things that have already come out. Nylander's going to have that second line center spot. He's going to have Domi on one wing. We know those two are a lock. That means Matthews and Marner, they're going to be a lock. So is Matthew Nye going to continue to play on that top spot? Will Bobby McMahon play on the wing with Domi and Nylander? Or will Nick Robertson slot in there? That means Tavares is going to be your third center. What's going to happen with Yarncroc? Where is he going to fit in? Where's David Kempf going to fit in? There's a lot of questions about the bottom six and how that's going to be structured. So we'll have to wait and see. Will Easton Cowan make this team? Maybe Easton Cowan will steal a spot playing with Nylander and Domi. So there's a lot of areas where this lineup can shuffle. And once we see what the actual team, the squad is going to be, then we'll be able to really do some analysis and dissect the numbers and talk through that. So I hope that answers your question, Jordan. I know it's a long rambling rant, but hey, that's what it's going to be. The Leafs may as well wear the Marley jerseys tonight. Yeah, they're definitely giving the kids a chance. All right, we're going to start getting things ready to go. The anthems coming up right now. Oh, Canada. Make sure you do hit that like and hit that subscribe for us. We get set for the national anthems.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all of us command, car ton bras s'est porté l'épée, il s'est porté la croix, ton histoire est une épopée des plus brillants exploits. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee.
All right, excellent job. Well done, well sung. We are now set to go. Endgame, what's going on? Good evening. Welcome to the show. If you're just tuning in, welcome in. We're set. Can't wait. It's time to kick this one all off. Beverly coming in. 21 months. Great to be back, Beverly. Great to have you back. And thank you so much for everything. All right, we're ready to go. Let's get this little refresh going. There we go. Thank you very much. All the stuff, all the modules are popping up. Let's play some hockey. Now the question was, Sam, who's going to win this game? Well, based off the rosters alone, I have to give that early edge to the Ottawa Senators. But hey, Toronto, maybe they can look to pull a little bit of an upset here, just as the Senators did when they came into Toronto just a couple of days ago. All right, here we go. Game is underway. Puck is officially dropped. Toronto has this puck. They're wearing their whites. They're going from my right across to my left. Ottawa in the dark jerseys. Jay Colleen, welcome in. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. Ben, welcome in. Theo, welcome in. Back in the Toronto end. Benoit going to reverse this behind the net. Taking a look. Long pass ahead to Holmberg. Holmberg, he's busted in. Trying to get in here, working through. Ottawa going to cut it off. They're going to make a play. Long pass all the way up through the neutral zone. The Sens going to dump this one into the Toronto end of the ice. And it looks like Hildeby is getting that start today. It's hard to tell because of the size. No, it's Stolarz. Excuse me, Stolarz. It's hard. I saw the size and I thought it was Hildeby, but Stolarz is only an inch shorter. What big goaltending. Stolarz at 6'6", Hildeby at 6'7". So Stolarz getting the start here for the Maple Leafs. Puck going to go back and forth around behind Stolarz. Philip Myers, he cannot pick it up. Here comes David Kemp. David Kemp going to get it, but there's a big hit as Dakota Mirmis gets rocked in the Maple Leaf side of the ice. Here comes Toronto moving this one out. Matty Nye's going to chip it in on the near side all the way down. Out to play it is Anton Forsberg, the Ottawa Senators goaltender. So both goalies getting a little touch. Here we got a broken stick on the ice and a whistle. So a penalty to start this game up. So the Toronto Maple Leafs, just like that, going ahead to the power play. Rube said he is working on core pairs. Is that Matthews, Marner, Nylander, Domi, Tavares, and Patch? That's right, Rich. I forgot about Patch already. Where is he going to fit in? TZR, welcome in at the hospital waiting for my... Well, TZR, I hope you're doing all right. Congrats. Richard coming in 5 gifted memberships. Richard, thank you so much. Richard, you are so kind. I appreciate it so very much. Let's get some stick taps for Richard. Coming in, gifting the gift membership. Ottawa going to clear this one out. Toronto, Timmins backtracking. He's going to play this ahead. Let's see what this Leafs power play is going to look like. Here comes Nick Robertson over the line. Drops it back for Cowan. Cowan, a little toe drag. And that one is blocked. Nifty little move there. Back to the line. Timmins playing this one across. Robertson on the near side. Holmberg in the middle. Here's a shot. Nyes in front. And he can't get a deflection on that. Forsberg going to hang on to it. Krista, how's it going? Welcome in. Welcome to the show. Great to see everybody here. Thank you for coming in. As you are here, make sure you hit that thumbs up for us. We appreciate it. Click that like and hit that subscribe button as well. Again, huge thank you to Richard for the gifted membership. Aaron, how's it going? Welcome in. That's right. Hockey is back. There's some stick taps for the gifted membership. Robertson back in his own end. He's going to turn around. Here comes little Nicky. He's going to carry this up over the line. Looking off Holmberg. Still with it is Robertson. Going to cycle it back to the line for Cowan. Cowan to Robertson. Robertson down low in the slot for Nyes, and he pulls the trigger. It just rolls off the stick. And Ottawa going to clear this one all the way down. I got to tell you, I love to see Nick Robertson so active here on the opening power play. Very good to see Robertson playing with some confidence here early on. Mattinen going to bring this one across. He's going to dish this off to Alex Steeves. Like to get a good look at Alex Steeves during this game as well. Back to the line. 30 seconds to go in the power play. Coming around to McMahon. He's going to chip this to the near side. Steeves trying to get in there, digging it free. In Ottawa, Sanderson's going to come away with this puck. He's going to dish it over, and Harmonic is going to rock this one all the way down the ice. With about 10 seconds left to go, Toronto will have one last rush here on the power play. Hello, so how's it going? Welcome back. Good to see you. Here, Steve's going to play this over into the high slot. A quick shot. Rebound is there, going for the wraparound, and it just rolls off the back of the stick. And Ottawa is going to clear as Alex Nylander, with a glorious opportunity, just could not put that one in. This being dumped down, Toronto. Hirvonen watching it. Brady Tkachuk going to tip it past him. The Sens now, they're going to rush this out. Toronto getting just a couple shots there on the power play. Here come the Sens, bringing it down in the Leafs zone, trying to set something up. Coming around far side. Stützle, he's going to put this one across. Here's a shot right on with Tkachuk in the crease. And Stolarz is going to hang on to that one as the Sens picking up their first shot here in the game. Franklin, how's it going? Welcome in. Now, it's nice to see, I know it's only a couple of shots, but it's nice to see Toronto getting some shots here early. Remember, it took them, a long time to get into double digits earlier this week in terms of the shots. So nice they got a couple here quick and early. B. Disney, what's up? Welcome in. Face off to the right side of Stellars. Ottawa's going to win that. Here's a quick shot deflected in front. Toronto Timmins going to put it around the side of the net. Timmy's going to flip this one up, and if you haven't noticed, I have my own little nicknames for a lot of the Leaf players, so just bear with me. This coming back around. Timmins, he's going to play this across. Tried to hit Robertson. Couldn't. Leafs trying to push up on the forecheck and to chase Ottawa back around behind the net. Good job by Holmberg. Robertson going to steal it. He gets us tripped up from behind. No call. That one's let go. Reinhart came right up behind. Took the legs out from Nick Robertson. Bobby McMahon coming in. Sharp angle shot on the short side. And a nice stop there from Forsberg. Ottawa moving this one back around, looking to play this up the near side. They do. That's going to miss everybody, and we got an icing call. So this is going to come all the way back down to the Ottawa Senators side of the ice. Danny T, welcome back to you as well. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Thanks everybody for coming in, and thanks for doing a good job with those likes. On our way up to 100 likes. And again, if you're not already subscribed, make sure you tap that subscribe button. We are on our way to 24-4, which is awesome. Toronto, long shot. That's going to get hit, knocked down. Doesn't get all the way through to the net. Logan Shaw, he's up there. He's going to stand in front of the net, screening that goaltender as a quick shot from Greenikin coming in, and that one gets knocked aside. Toronto trying to set this one up again, down low. Cowan cruising to the front of the net. Here's a long shot, knocked down in front. Shaw trying to pick this one up. Back to the line again. Oh, he fanned on the pass. Ottawa going to bring this one out as Nicholas Mettinen was coming in. He was getting ready to charge up and just didn't get that pass. Here comes Cowan. Cowan didn't play a great game the other day. Excited to see him have a better turnout tonight. Sen's going to roll this one down. Perron in here on the forecheck. Going to take it away from Mateus. Here they come again in the high slot with a shot right on. And Stellars is there to knock it down as Rafai is moving Cousins around. It's got to be kind of funny. Nick Cousins and Anthony Stellars teammates just a few short months ago, and now here they are going against each other. Mike, what's up, dog? How's it going, Mike? Welcome into the show. So Stellars, you know, as a goals started, you know, he played his goals against per game started was one of the best in the league last year. So let's see, hopefully that can continue this year. He had 16 wins last season, which was a high for him, and of course he certainly was just playing the backup role. Ian, how's it going? Welcome in. Ottawa going to win this draw. Long shot. That's going to go way wide. Coming around far side. Sen's going to play this one back to the line. Fake the shot. Now they're going to throw this one in towards the net. That again is going to come to the corner here on the near side. Sen still with it. Finally it comes loose in Toronto. Going to pick it up. It's Myers. Myers going to play this one around. Long pass across to Alex Nylander. Nice pass. Here they come in. Drawing in a shot. That one goes just wide. David Kemp blows a tire in the corner. Matty Nice can't come up with the puck. So a nice try by Toronto, but that's thwarted very quickly. Colin, what's up? Welcome in. We got another whistle here as Rafai taking a bump from Kachuk here. It's Rafai kind of mixing it up, trying to push some people away from the side of the net. Ooh, look, we actually got our, just take a little glance down, we actually got our stats populating. There we go. That's what I expected to see yesterday.
They all celebrated the dramatic Game 7 win over Edmonton.
So we should be able to bring our other stats back. Of course, it's preseason for us here as well. Reacclimating ourselves to some of the widgets and how things work. So we got a face-off coming up in the Ottawa zone again. It's a bit of a scramble. Hirvonen trying to dig this one free, as is Quinlan. Comes right off the draw. Shot, and they score! Toronto! Just like that! Alex Steves, I think, is going to get this one. Whoa! Right off the draw! Right off the draw, Steves just flicks this one towards the net. It catches everybody off guard. It goes right to him. Kachuk was waiting for it, and it didn't get there because Steves intercepted it, and he buries it.
The bench from Ottawa wasn't happy with
Alex Steves.
tight line call.
And wow, for Forsberg, that is a weak goal. You know he wants that one back. Caught him by surprise. Alex Steves opens the scoring. 1-0 Maple Leafs. And here they come again. Going to flip this one down in the corner. In on the chase. Ronnie Hirvonen going after it. This is going to come around. Brady picking it up. He's going to play this out. Hops over the stick of Benoit. Uh-oh, this could be trouble. Cross-ice pass with a one-timer. And I think Stolar's got a piece and keeps that one out of the net. Wow. Mirmis going to play this one up. Oh, another turnover here by Toronto. Ottawa holding this one in. Going to try and get it deep. They can't. Maple Leafs getting it back out to the red line.
Let's go.
Jansen going to set it up. Thank you so much, Brett, coming in, hitting that subscribe. Appreciate it. Shot right on, and Stolars is going to grab and hang on to that one.
12:39 to go here in the opening period. Alex Steves, the 24-year-old.
So there we go. They're going to go to commercial break. Yeah, B Disney, I have to get you reset. So I'll have to get you reset, and I will do that as soon as I can. But welcome in, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for keep hitting that subscribe button as well. And the likes. We're on our way to 100 likes, so thank you all so much. Now, if you saw in the opening, I'm going to try and stand up here. We got the Samwelb B12 shirts, sweatshirts.
Let's go.
Logo sweatshirts in the item shop, in the store. So if you're on our main page, you can go to the shopping tab and you can see all of our merch that's available. Or if you jump on over to our website, samwelb12experience.com, you can hit our store tab and you can check it out. I tell you, it's hot. I was freezing before. Now I'm getting a little warm. But yeah, we got the sweatshirts, we got the t-shirts, we got the mugs, we got the tote bags, we got it all. So any design, we got the full logo with the title underneath. We got just the logo, just the title. The Maple Leaf logo you see below here with the SB12 in the middle, all of that, including the Samboni. Get out of my dreams, get into my Samboni, all available on merch. I'm actually going to take this off because it's getting toasty now, and this game is heating up. All right, there we go. We're set. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for hanging out. We like to have a lot of fun, and I hope you do as well. So we are the channel for you. This channel is all about you, where we bring the coverage, you bring the conversation. We love to talk to you. We try to talk to you as much as we can throughout the stream, and certainly intermissions is where we'll get to talk a whole lot. There will be a trade for sure. Victor, oh yeah, you know there will be trades a-coming. You certainly know. We're early here. We're going to see lots of movement, lots of action. As Toronto and all teams start to figure out what their lineups are going to do, they're going to have extra bodies that they need to move around. Richard, you got that right. Montreal coming up here on Thursday. We'll be here, and I hope you all will be as well. All right, right off the draw, coming around behind the Toronto net. By the way, Quinlan gets the lone assist on the Alex Steves goal. Shots now equal, 4 apiece. We got a penalty coming up here to the Ottawa Senators again. Toronto with possession. They're going to move this one ahead. Here comes Toronto on a sprint. 4 guys up. Comes over to Bobby McMahon. Putting it to Holmberg. Holmberg drops it for Nyes, but that one is picked off. And the Senators going to the box. James, how's it going? Leafs suck, never going to pass the first round ever again. Edmonton #1, next champs. James, I don't know. Toronto's going to have a better game this year. Better game. But listen, Edmonton, no doubt they're going to have a good year. They have some goalie and defense issues they're going to need to sort out. But we'll see. We're going to talk about them here in just a little bit. Toronto was 0 for 1 on the first power play. Let's see what they can turn it around here. Nice. Cowan, Holmberg, Robertson, all on here for Toronto. And the lone actual defenseman is going to be Connor Timmins. Timmy, of course, seeing some NHL action last year. Cowan going to bring this in, dashing it over to Nyes. Nyes putting it back to the line. Cross ice, kind of a shot pass, picked up by Robertson. Robertson, he's going to feed it for Holmberg with a shot right on, and a nice stop here by Forsberg. as he takes it in the chest. The first period penalty is supposed to be sticks in the face. They didn't get the memo. Yeah, holy moly. So many high sticking penalties last game, but I'm glad to see you got a little more control over those pieces of lumber, although they're not even pieces of lumber anymore. Bring back the wood sticks. I'm going to start a hashtag. Revive the wood. Need those wood sticks back. I love my old wood sticks. All right, here comes Ottawa off the face-off. They're going to carry this one down, roll it into the Toronto zone. Holmberg back to pick it up, going to dish it off. Timmins going to look to set it up now. Has to walk around Cowan. That kind of slowed him up a bit. Here comes Robertson. He almost had his pocket pick. Still with it. Ottawa doing a nice job here, coming up high on the Maple Leafs. Now they're going to turn it around. Here comes Timmins. 1 minute gone here in the power play. Cowan passing it across to Robertson. Robertson with a nifty move. Couldn't get the puck back, however, and this is dumped down the ice. So this squad going to head off. There it is, Dallas. Hashtag bring back wooden sticks. Oh, I love my old wooden sticks. Ottawa with it in their own end. Toronto going to intercept. Steves, he's going to get banged up into the boards, and Ottawa going to take this away, and they're going to move it up. This coming around, Toronto, quick stick, they're going to intercept. Alex Steves, you know, he looks like a little guy on the ice, but he is listed at 6 feet even. Going to dump this one over. Steves with it again, trying to get it back to the point. Can't, able to chip it forward. Bobby, is that McMahon? No. Nikita Greenikin, he's going to get in there. This is going to be turned around, and now Ottawa gets it out again. That's going to do it. Nothing really doing on this power play. Ottawa back at even strength. M. Shields, welcome in. No worries. No worries. It was Alex Steves who got that opening goal. Toronto down low in the Ottawa Senators zone. Jacob Quinlan, who assisted on that goal, going to play this back to the line, and Toronto just going to throw it in. Right in front, they shoot off the goalpost. David Kemp rings the iron. Ba-ding! Wow. Nice move. Lucas, hello there. Oh, you're very welcome. Who is the tallest player in the NHL? Ooh, I'd have to Google that one. I'm not 100% sure off the top of my head. But I would say Cade Weber is probably up there. The Maple Leaf prospect is, what is he, 6'7"? Matt Rempe is also up there. Rempe is, I think he's also 6'7", is he not? So I think there's a couple of guys now in that range. They're going to go to commercial break. But yeah, Rempe, definitely 6'7". That's a big hockey player, a very big hockey player. Just coming in, welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. Again, I hate to keep saying it. Make sure you tap that like. We're 20 likes away. Hit that like button. Of course, hit that subscribe. We're now 4 subs away from 360. So welcome in one and all. Oof. Well, hey, I got to tell you, these kids are playing better than the full squad did the other day. I was a little disappointed. I know it's preseason, and you know, we talked a lot about, hey, it's only preseason, don't worry about it, it doesn't matter. But I was still just a little annoyed of the effort. Let's see, is Hildeby the backup calling? Yes, Dennis Hildeby, talking about 6'7", is the backup tonight. So I expect they're going to split it again. We'll probably see him in the second half of the game. So that is what I expect to see. Trump Blue today is going to make any decision, keeping adding more. Oh, Jonathan, I don't know what the Blue Jays are going to do. I've given up hope in the Blue Jays this year. I'm not even. I haven't watched a baseball game in a long time, to be honest with you. A long time. Oreo Show, welcome in. No, Sportsnet doesn't have the game rights today. Unless you have Sportsnet Plus, then you're able to get it. But yeah, it's not on not with Sportsnet coverage today. Rempe a monster. Yeah, he certainly is a monster. I'm curious. Rempe's been working hard in the offseason, so I'm very curious to see how that's going to translate for him this year with the Rangers. Listen, he was a tough fighter, but his skating and stick skills needed a lot of work. But he's been working on it, so I'm curious to see how improved he's going to be for this season. Went to school with a girl who was 6'5" at 11 years old. Oh my gosh. Wow, she must have had a tough time in school. That's crazy. Wow, yeah, Travis Green, and there it is, 360. Awesome. Thank you for hitting those subscribes. We're now on the way to 70, 370. Travis Green, who once hated the Ottawa Senators when he played for the Maple Leafs, is now behind the Ottawa bench. No worries, Duke. No worries. So yeah, I mean, I know we're preseason, like I was just saying moments ago. I was a little disappointed with the effort from everybody, but I'm excited to see this weekend when they have their, we got a couple of games against Montreal and Detroit. Detroit to close out the preseason is going to be the real test to see what this squad is made of, because they have a good team. All right, here they come. Ottawa in the Toronto zone. McMahon trying to get it out. And here's a long dump, and that's going to be way high and up and out of play. Frank, how's it going? Me too, Frank. I'm with you there. I really hope that Alex Nylander can do something special. I would love to see him earn that spot next to his brother. Imagine a line with Alex Nylander, William Nylander, and Domi. What a good line. A lot of speed, some good hands. I think that would be awesome. And I hope there's a chance we see that. Here's Tkachuk. He gets run over. Benoit going to take him down. Matthew Nye's going to bring this one up. Toronto coming in, but just on the offside, a little dangle. And Toronto couldn't drag their stick there. And the Ottawa bench is a little upset here as Simon Benoit goes a little piggyback style. Piggyback to leapfrog on the back of Tkachuk. No call here. He gets away with one for sure. Shay, how's it going? Patches. Yeah, so you think he'll get that second line spot, or will they put him on the third to play with Tavares? I have a feeling he may end up on the third with Tavares. But there's so many possible combinations you could do with this squad. But first, remember, Alex Nylander is only on an AHL contract right now. They got to get him an NHL contract first. This coming around, I want Tavares and the Nylander boys. Oh, Mike, that would be good too. There's another shot right on, and that's going to be held. And Tkachuk is going to dump the Maple Leaf player, Alex Nylander. Kind of gets a slew foot, and here comes Benoit, and Tkachuk is going to grab him in a bit of a headlock, as Benoit did not like the fact that Tkachuk goes over and trips up Nylander after the play. And the referees are kind of doing a couple of these. So we got a couple of boys going to the box. I assume we're going to get 4-on-4 hockey here. 2 for roughing apiece is what I imagine. But a little bit of Tkachuk just showing some frustrations and knocking over Nylander in the middle of the ice there.
And then Benoit comes in to respond, and I think they're going for.
So Benoit, 2 minutes for roughing, and I believe Tkachuk the same, and that's the way it's going to be. You're a Wings fan. Ah, nice. No, Shay, listen, I can't wait. Wings are going to have a heck of a year this year. The Wings were one of my bubble teams last year, and I think they have a really good chance of getting into one of those wild card spots this year. I'm excited to see what the Wings can do. Daniel, how's it going? Welcome in. All right, here we go. Ottawa, Toronto, 4-on-4 hockey, 2 minutes on the clock. 8:15 left to go here in period number 1. And Toronto with that 1-0 lead. Off the draw, Toronto's going to come away with it. Robertson going to get it across, playing this down low to Holmberg. Holmberg, he's in here. Mermis on D. And now Highmore going to take this one away. The Senators going to flip this one out and down the ice. Toronto going to grab it and knock this to the sideboards. A little bit of a scramble play here. Holmberg can't control it. The Senators do. They're going to play this one up to the line and bring this one in. Highmore, and he has it taken away, and the Senators very close to too many men on the ice there. Ottawa back in their own zone. 1:20 to go now in the 4-on-4. Nothing really transpired. Little misplay here. Ottawa dropped it, able to pick it up. Back to the line. Cross-ice pass on the near side. Puck is really bouncing around a lot here in the early moments. Ridley Gregg couldn't control that one. Couldn't happen to a nicer guy. There's a big takedown and a penalty coming up here to Marshall Rafai. Rafai taking down Greg. He's going to go to the box, so we're going to get a 4-on-3.
Seconds, 4-on-3. Talk about things you've never worked on.
So that's an interesting call. So the tripping call it is. Oh, excuse me. It was Nylander and Rafai both had their sticks in there. I think it was Rafai that actually made the trip, and it is. Rafai is going to the box. Thought they were sending Nylander for a moment. Care, how's it going? Sasham, what's going on? Welcome in. Jim, hello there. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining us. 2 subs away from 100. Who's going to put us over the top? 100 likes, not subs. 100 likes. Smash that thumbs up and hit that subscribe. Keep it going. Back to the line. Here's a long shot right on. Stolar's going to knock down the side. Down in the corner, there it is. Super Wee hitting that subscribe. Welcome in. Digging this one. Toronto trying to get this one out of their own zone. 4-on-3. 45 more seconds. Sens turning it over. Toronto's going to pick it up. No speed here for David Kemp. His legs are a little gassed. Going to send this one down the ice. Playing NHL on Sega Genesis. Shay, that's awesome. Over the line, turning this one around. Sen's going to keep this one in. Collapsing the triangle. Shot right on. Stolar's making a nice save. Loose puck. Toronto going to gobble that one up, and they're going to bank it off the boards and down the ice. 6.5 to go in period number 1. 10 seconds left on the 4-on-3. This coming in over the line, trying to get through. Ottawa into the corner. Nice little hit by Myers. And again, Toronto plays this down, and that's going to do it. So the 4-on-3 expires. The 2 men that come back on, we now get a 5-on-4. So 5-on-4 for about 50 seconds to go. This coming around in the corner. Digging this one through, trying to play it. Toronto getting it to the line, holding it in. Ottawa doing a nice job. Davies, he's going to play this with Greg. Back to Greg. He goes cross ice. Ottawa coming down low. Here's a shot. Hits somebody, goes up and out of play. We're going to get a whistle with 31 seconds to go. Wow. So Alex Steves got the first goal here for Toronto. My mom and dad not being so loud. That's funny. Listen, when hockey is involved, it's okay to get loud. But if the parents say, hey, take it easy a little bit. But hey, we all get a little loud sometimes, and that's okay. 31 seconds on the power play. Greg is going to get waved out. Stolar is playing good so far. Off the draw, Sen's going to win that, bringing it back to the line. They're going to play this one up to the hash marks. Back to the point, cross ice pass. Here's a long shot. That's going to sail just wide. Nice shot there by Nick Cousins. Cousins getting that power play time. Davies now, he's going to move this one up for the Senators. Senators trying to chip this one in. Boucher going to play it up. Toronto gets it to the line, not out. Sens setting it up again. 3 seconds to go. Shot right on. A left pad save by Stolarz. Back to the line, faking the shot across ice. Another left pad save by Stolarz. Wow, great stop there. And the penalty has expired. We're back at even strength. And 5 minutes left to go here in period number 1. The pace is definitely slowed. A much, much slower pace here today. Long pass coming up to the red line. Sens bringing this one in with speed. Here's a shot right on. Stolarz made the save. Big, juicy rebound. But the Leafs going to gobble it up, and they're going to move this one ahead. Here comes Steves. He hits the red line, flips this one in. The chase is on, going into the corner. Trying to come up with it. Quinlan cannot do that. Senators having some trouble moving this one out as the puck continues to bounce. Pilon acting like a pylon, and this one finally comes out. Here come the Sens working their way in. On their knees. Hodgson, he can't control this one. Now here come the Leafs back the other way. They're going to hit that red line and again dump it in. They're going to go finish their line change, get things going as Hirvonen is in there first. Hirvonen had a fantastic prospect series against Montreal. And he's looking to keep that going here. Stolar is out to play this one. Plays it around, and this one comes out and all the way down the ice, actually. And this is going to be an icing call, so it's going to come all the way back. Spoopy Haunt, welcome in. who made the goal. It was Alex Steves. Steves for Toronto has that opening goal. And it was a little bit of a weak goal off the face-off. Came across, and he just flipped it at the net, and Forsberg just missed it. But it's those little goals. You find a way to make things happen, and that really can spark some confidence. Senzo picking up the pressure as they now move 9 shots to the 6 of Toronto. Still here in the Ottawa zone, Giroux juking and jiving, turning and twisting. He's going to spot it back to the line. Here's a blast, hits the body in front. Kachuk throwing it across, Giroux trying to bury it. Nice job, Stellaris coming across. Back to Kachuk. Cross ice, Ottawa shooting, Ottawa scoring. Ottawa buries that. It was only a matter of time. You saw the way they were controlling it in the zone.
What a rip from Jake Sanderson.
Boom, Sanderson. He rips this one, but Kachuk had this puck all over. Stellaris was moving around. The Ottawa Senators, just great puck movement. It comes back into the high slot. Nice little snapshot, glove side, and Stellaris just couldn't come up with it. What a great shot. Top corner. Just absolutely shatters the cookie jar sitting on the top shelf. Great shot. Absolutely great shot from Sanderson. So we're even at ones now in the closing few minutes of period number 1. I watched the last game. It was actually a good game. I expected them to be slow. But yeah, Chris, last game, there was a lot of scoring. You know, a lot of things that weren't done right, but it was an entertaining game. It was a fun game. This game definitely a slower pace. This coming around down. Sanderson's father, Jeff, had 700 points in 1,104 NHL games. This coming in. Stellaris going to knock this aside, and the official has his arm up. We got another penalty coming up here as Ridley Gregg got dumped back in his own zone. And again, Brady Kachuk getting up on Holmberg.
Trip behind the play.
So Ridley Gregg is checking his face to make sure there's no blood as they're going to go to commercial break. But again, we knew Ridley Gregg was going to be the target of some cheap stuff. Again, Ridley Gregg, if you remember the end of last season, Toronto had that empty net. The end of the game, the Senators had it put away, and Ridley Gregg took the puck all the way down to between the face-off circles, the hash marks, and he teed up to take a slap shot into the empty net. Morgan Riley followed it up with a shot to the head. Riley gets suspended for, 6 games. And there's always going to be that Toronto-Ottawa rivalry, especially with Greg in there. Prep coming in with the $5 super chat. The greatest sign of Canadian fail. Hockey games in hotel halls. Oh my gosh. Yes, Prep. First of all, thank you so much for the super chat. And you are so right. That's a message to all the families of all the rep hockey kids out there. When you're going on the road, when you're going to play in the tournaments, whether it's Niagara Falls, whether it's wherever, keep the kids out of the halls. I get it. They want to have fun. But playing ball hockey in the halls is not the place to do it. Even though I still think it's kind of fun. But I get it. Hotel etiquette. That's really, really funny. If you've ever stayed in a hotel and there's a hockey tournament going on and all the kids are running back and forth, it's like you're at Great Wolf Lodge. It feels like you're at a kids resort. It's crazy. It's pandemonium. But hey, they're out for tournaments. They're out having fun, and it's part of it. But my gosh, yeah. When you want to sleep, it's crazy. It was fun when you were a kid. That's right, Sasha. Can you imagine these guys today? Toronto, they're in Ottawa, and they spend the night in the hotels. They're playing mini stick hockey up and down the hallways. That would be pretty darn funny. All right, homie Holmberg goes for roughing. Ottawa gets a 2-minute power play. They're 0 for 1 here today. Let's see what they can do. They're just coming off that goal, so the momentum in Ottawa's favor. Here's Giroux. Giroux going to play this back to the line. Sanderson playing it up, back to Sanderson. Sanderson, Stutzel, here's a shot. That one's going to be deflected. Up and out of play. Stutzel's got a cannon too. He's got an absolute cannon. Yeah, can you imagine you're in the hall and, you know, here's Ryan Reeves, mini stick hockey, and Simon Benoit puts Ryan Reeves into the wall, knocks on your door with a big check. That would be pretty funny. Toronto's going to win this, but Ottawa takes a puck back to the line. Here's a shot looking for the tip in front. That goes just wide. 30 seconds gone on the power play. Senators bring this one down to Tkachuk. Tkachuk behind the net. He's being wrapped up. Good job by Mermis. This one coming back around to the line. Shaw, he's got to watch his coverage. Ottawa into the high slot. Another shot drops down. Tkachuk can't get it. Toronto pulls out the sand wedge and going to chip this over Sanderson's stick and down the ice. Nick Strudel. That's funny. Ryan Reeves on his knees with a tiny stick. Oh, Cam, that would be awesome. It would be awesome. He may not get up knowing how bad his knees are. But I want to see that. This coming back around. In fact, the Leafs should do that for charity, right? Little hallway mini stick hockey tournament. How much fun. Timmins giving it away. Ottawa back to the line. 36 seconds left to go. Shot's going to be knocked down, and the Maple Leafs clear this down the ice. Icy Chris, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Feeling froggy? Welcome in. Good to see you. Here comes Tkachuk. Tkachuk bringing this one to the red line. He's going to play this one up. Senators down in the corner, far side. Toronto gobbled it up, tried to clear it, could not. Philip Myers fanned on it. Sens get it back to the line again. Cross ice. Taking a look. Trying to come across. Pilon trying to feed it to Tkachuk. They didn't connect properly, and the Leafs going to steal. Power play is over, and here comes Toronto. 3-on-2, now 3-on-3, 4-on-3. Toronto with a chance, going wide, looking across for the tip, but that misses everybody. Less than 40 seconds to go here in period number 1. Toronto kills off the power play. This coming around down in the corner. Trying to work through. You're very welcome, Duke. Welcome to the squad. This coming through, chipped in. Toronto giving chase. 25 seconds to go. Leafs have it in the Senators zone. Tried to play it to Ronnie. That didn't work. Stutzel going to play this across. Nathan coming in with that subscribe. Thank you so much, Nathan. Welcome to the community. Sens bringing this one in. Little push into the boards. Leafs trying to get it low. They cannot do it. Jensen bringing this one back in. Toronto putting it right back to the perimeter. Holding the Sens to the perimeter as the time is going to expire. The horn is going to go. And this first period comes to an end. We are tied at 1s. Wow. What a fun period of hockey. Let's go break this all down. All right, here we are in the abyss, apparently. Why does everything take so long? So long to load. But that's okay. The Zambonis are here. We are here. It is intermission time. Let's break it down. Shots on net. Senators with that lead 10-6. Hits. Toronto again leading the way in hits, which is what we like to see. They're doing an excellent job there. Taking a look as we move along. Faceoffs. Ottawa dominating the faceoffs. This is kind of what I mentioned earlier. Toronto wasn't doing a good job in that face-off squad, but this is purely the fact NHL quality center iceman against the kids. That's why Ottawa is winning most of these faceoffs. But 16-6 is lopsided. 0 for 2 on the power play. Giveaways 3-1 for Ottawa. Much better giveaway numbers from yesterday. Yesterday's numbers were outrageous. And again, this is preseason, and what we've noticed is some of the stats are slightly off. So we'll give the stat takers a little bit of flexibility. 9 block shots to 4. That's a big block shot number. A lot of players don't traditionally block shots in the preseason. You don't want to risk injury. There's no need to go out there and jump in front of some of these shots. Your goal scorers with it's the 629 marker, Alex Steeves. He scored. And for Ottawa, Jake Sanderson, he scored, picking up Claude Giroux and Brady Tkachuk, picking up those assists. A lot of penalties 3 each for each team. David Perron, 2 minutes for slashing. Zach Ostiachuk, 2 minutes for holding. Brady Tkachuk, 2 minutes for roughing. Simon Benoit, 2 minutes for roughing. Marshall Rafai, 2 minutes for tripping. And then Pontus Holmberg, 2 minutes for roughing and 2 minutes, well, worth it since it was on Ridley Gregg. So those are your goals and stats for the first period of play here. When we take a little look around the league tonight, let's see what is going on. Buffalo and Pittsburgh. Buffalo with a 2-1 lead over the Pens. And if this will load, the goal scorers, Jack St. Ivney. He scores for Pittsburgh. It's Graham Slaggert and Nikita Novikov picking up the goals for the Buffalo Sabres. No score, New Jersey and Montreal. 1-0 Tampa Bay Lightning. They are playing the Carolina Hurricanes. Your goal scorer, Logan Brown. He has your goal. No score, New York Rangers, New York Islanders, 0-0 there. And the Boston Bruins have a 1-0 lead over the Washington Capitals. It's Riley Tufte who has that goal. And I believe that is all the games in progress. 2 more games tonight, kicking off at 10 o'clock. So that is your out-of-town scoreboard. We will review it at the next intermission as well. Lee, hello there. Welcome in, Lee. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us. All right, what I want to do, let's put this score sheet over here. Perfect. What I want to talk about, professional tryouts. Professional tryouts. Toronto, obviously, signing a couple players to professional tryouts. A lot of guys with a lot of teams trying to make the teams. And we have our first few results coming in just a couple of days ago, September 22nd. The Canucks released Dylan Ferguson. Dylan Ferguson, he has been released. The San Jose Sharks yesterday released Aaron Dell. So Aaron Dell, he has been released from his PTO and goes back on the open market. So those are the only 2 updates we have there. Oscar, how's it going? Have we seen Lawrence? No, we haven't seen Lawrence. Lawrence is currently listed as day-to-day. I don't know what his issue is, but he is listed day-to-day. And Hakanpää, which kind of surprised me earlier today, he is also listed day-to-day with his knee. So that brings more kind of controversy to the story. They signed him, they cleared him, they said the knee is fine. So why is Hawk already listed as day-to-day with the knee? Unless you can only have so many roster players, you got to have some scratches, you got to have some guys listed for cap purposes. So I'm assuming that's all it was. But we were talking earlier about potential line conversations, and can I bring this up? I don't know if I can bring this on the screen. But when we talk about potential line conversations, I think we all agree, and we talked earlier, there's some duos, right? A lot of duos being pitched around. So I'm just kind of updating this so we can kind of talk through it. We talked about Matthews and Marner. They're going to be your number 1 line duo. Nylander and Domi, they're going to be your number 2 line duo. So the question is, who's going to play on that left side? Who's going to play? Is Matthew Nyes? Nyes played there a lot of last season. So we're going to pencil Nyes in that spot for today. When it comes to the second line on the left wing, we're going to leave that for now. The third line, we're probably going to see John Tavares. He, I assume, is going to be paired up with Calle Jarnkrok. And again, the story is what's going to happen on that left side. The question for line 4 becomes very interesting. You have David Kempf and Pontus Holmberg, both who can play center. So for the time being, we're going to say David Kempf is your 4th line center with Holmberg on the left side, Ryan Reeves on the right side. You still have Connor Dewar, who's also facing some injury right now. Now, we haven't done anything with Pacioretty because technically Patch is still on PTO. He hasn't officially become part of the team. So we're gonna make an assumption to say Pacioretty is going to get one of those spots on the second or third line, right? The question is, what happens with Bobby McMahon and Nick Robertson? If you factor Pacioretty into the third line, if you say Patch is going to play with Tavares, Nick Robertson, is he going to now get moved? Because between Nick Robertson and Calle Yarncroc, Connor Dewar, somebody has to give, right? Somebody has to go, especially if you're going to bring in Pacioretty. Now, you also have the aforementioned Steven Lorentz. If we sign Steven Lorentz, I think he plays on that fourth line spot. And again, you have too many forwards. Now, he could be a healthy scratch. You could rotate it through. I ain't no PTO now. Robertson and what is value? So Robertson has good value. I mean, they signed him for next to nothing. $875. Hey, keep six. What's up? At $875 for Robertson, he didn't play a ton of games last year, and he scored when he played. He was effective when he played. A little tough on the defensive side, but I think part of him signing came after the conversation with the coach. So I think he's going to get some playing time. So between Pacioretty, Bobby McMahon, Pontus Holmberg, Nick Robertson, Calle Yarncroc, somebody's got to move, right? Somebody is going to end up sitting. Now, then let's throw another monkey wrench into the equation. Easton Cowan has come out and said he's doing everything he can do to make this team this year. So if we say, all right, Cowan, we're going to promote you. We're going to bring Easton Cowan into this mix. Well, that gets a whole lot crazy. All right, let's say we're going to throw Easton Cowan on the second line, right? Easton Cowan, he's going to get a shot with Nylander and Domi. Tavares, Yarncroc, and again, we're going to assume Pacioretty. Or do you say, you know what? We're going to move Yarncroc down. Yarncroc is going to move to the fourth line. Ryan Reeves then becomes a scratch. He's going to become that healthy scratch, if you will. And all of a sudden, now you kind of move things around. You still have to move somebody. So if we're going to scratch, I'm just scratching a bunch of guys here. We're going to scratch Connor Dewar, Ryan Reeves, and Pontus Holmberg. Although, why is Holmberg still sitting here? So clearly this side is having problems. That would give you 4 straight lines. It would make it work, but now you have a couple players sitting on the bench that, probably should be moved, right? If you're giving Easton Cowan that opportunity and you are signing Pacioretty. Now, the Leafs don't have a ton of money. Cowan is a future forget pizza. Mike, nice. But listen, I think, the way he played last game as a third line player, if he signs a, $1 million or $800,000 contract, I think you got to take a flyer on him. But you got to move somebody. Leafs don't have enough money. They have about $1 million left, or maybe even less. So they will have to move somebody. They'll have to get a little cap creative. Does that mean Robertson does go? Does that mean Holmberg goes? Yarncroc or Kempf, do one of them go? Something has to be done to free up some money. We obviously don't know the Mitch Marner situation, right? If Marner ends up going, you assume you're bringing a lot of salary back. So even though you would free up almost $11 million, you don't know what you're getting back. So let's play the crazy hypothetical game, right? Let's say Boston is trying to sign Jeremy Swayman. They can't do it. So the Leafs say, you know what? We can't come to terms with Mitch Marner. Boston, we'll give you Mitch Marner. We're going to take Jeremy Swayman. Again, no way those two teams are trading with each other as they battle in the playoffs every year, battle for the top of the division. Not going to happen. But let's just say it happened. And then you sign Swayman for $8.5, $9 million. Now you got $2 or $3 million to play with. You can sign the other guys. Right, Shay. It's never going to happen. But something like that needs to happen to create money to sign some of these other guys. They just don't have the funds to make all of these moves happen. And obviously, they're not going to release them for anybody. And that's just the forwards. So what we're illustrating here is how complicated the scenario actually is, right? It's crazy complicated when it gets to the bottom 6. And that's why I'm so curious to see. And off the top, when people were asking my opinion on how Toronto's going to do, how far they're going to go, it all matters of your bottom six. The bottom six is what's going to carry you deep in the playoffs. You know what would blow my mind? Swim into Ottawa for Kachuk. Lee, that would blow a lot of people's minds. That would be really funny. If, Allmark, he goes to Ottawa, he's, in extension talks. Imagine they pick up both Boston goalies. That would be a hoot. That would be really, really funny. So that's the complexity of the Toronto forward line. The defensive line, I think, are a lot more reasonable, right? You got Riley and Tanev sold. You got McCabe and Ekman Larson. I'm actually going to slide. I like Benoit. I would kind of put Benoit and McCabe together. And then you got Ekman Larson. And then what do you do? Is Ekman Larson going to be with Timothy Liljegren? Is Hawk going to slide in, Yanni Hakanpää, if his knee is actually okay? Is he going to slide in? Does Timothy Liljegren become that odd man out? Are they going to rotate Ekman Larson and Liljegren, Hakanpää and Liljegren? There's got to be some type of rotation there. So your defensive side is a lot more settled than your forwards. But again, that last pairing, that last matchup, who the odd man out is going to be. And by the way, Connor Timmins, we didn't even put Connor Timmins into that equation. What happens with Connor Timmins? Is he going to be moving on? So Leafs have some decisions they need to make at both ends of the ice. I think it's safe to assume to start the season, Joseph Woll is the guy when we talk about the goaltending situation. Joseph Woll is going to be the guy. Stolarz is going to start as the backup. I really believe, though, it's going to be more of a 50-50. It's going to be more of a split. However, Stolarz has an opportunity to steal that number one spot away. So does Matt Murray. If Matt Murray comes in and is ridiculous, there is an opportunity that could happen and change. Highly unlikely, but it is possible. So very interesting. Yeah, we got to talk about Berube. Berube, he's going to make some decisions. He's going to be a powerhouse when it comes to this group and what it's going to look like. Now, I saw a question there. Somebody asked, strongest division this year. Ooh, that is tough. I'm really liking the Central Division right now. Pacific is always going to be strong because Edmonton, Vegas, those two are really going to carry the division. And let's not forget about Vancouver. If they can repeat what they did last year, they're going to be really good. But the Central this year is stacked. Now, I've slept, and I've openly said it, I've slept on the Dallas Stars, but they are ridiculous. Dallas is absolutely ridiculous. 1 second. I got to take a little sip. Dallas is going to be fire. Winnipeg is going to be good. Colorado is going to be good. Nashville certainly improved. They're going to be a better squad. Chicago and Utah are going to be towards the bottom. But I think the top 4 teams in the Central Division are going to be redonkulous. I think the Metropolitan could be one of the weakest divisions. I think the Atlantic is probably the second. I would probably put the Atlantic in that second division. Toronto, Florida, Boston, Tampa Bay. They're going to run that division. Detroit is going to be better. Buffalo is going to be better. But that's going to be a battle. That's going to be a battle. A lot of people will say to me, well, Sam, how can you say the Metropolitan is so weak when the Rangers had 114 points, Carolina had 111, while everybody else kind of fell behind? And when you're playing a lot of interdivision teams, that seems to happen. You have Columbus, who had 66 points, which outside of Chicago and San Jose and Anaheim were not good. So, yeah, I would kind of say Central Division number 1, Atlantic number 2. Then it's kind of a toss-up between the Pacific and the Met, but I'd probably put the Pacific above the Met. So that's how I see kind of my division rankings. But so much can happen, right? That's what we love. we don't know until the first couple weeks of the season when guys are playing for real and guys that have signed with new teams start clicking with their line mates. Raymond, how's it going? Welcome in. Good to see you. We need a new NHL commissioner. Bevan said he will. No, well, feeling froggy. I don't think he actually said that, but yes, I think it's time for a new commish for sure. Dang, it's Corey. Welcome in. Go Leafs. Welcome to the show. Pick for the finals. Cam, it's so hard to make this prediction without seeing the full potential of everything that's happened. So I'm gonna sleep on that one for a little bit. But Bettman did say earlier, going into the kind of talking with the board, they are not talking about expansions. Expansions are not on the list for the Board of Governor meetings right now. So there is not talk of expansion. We all know it's coming soon, but it is not going to be imminent. A lot of us thought, Atlanta was working on a new stadium and had a place and putting something together, but not going to happen. Houston was another talk, not going to happen. So no expansion right now. So the good news is we'll get to talk a lot about our expansion feelings all season long. All right, let's get set. The timer is done. They're back on the ice. We're getting ready. Here we go. Period number 2 is about to get going. Senators, Maple Leafs tied at 1. Solar, how's it going? Welcome in. Vegas odds, Edmonton, Florida, Dallas, Carolina, New Jersey that high. Wow. Here we go. I'm shocked New Jersey is that high up. Raymond, that would be great. Toronto would be great against Vancouver or Edmonton. Any thoughts on coaching this far? I like him. I like what I'm seeing from him. But time will tell. All right, Ottawa now moving from right to left. Toronto from left to right. Ottawa going to dump this one in. Stolars still in net for the time being. We expect halfway through the game they'll make a change. And here come the Maple Leafs. Leafs going to bring this one out. Holmberg going to roll this one down deep in the corner. He's going in with Jansen. Jansen going to knock the puck away. Toronto trying to come out of the corner. Bobby McMahon with a quick stick. Back to Holmberg to McMahon with a shot right on. Nice stop there. Forsberg with a good job. Nick Robertson with a quick stick trying to poke it away from Roos. In front, Bobby McMahon is there. Ottawa pinching it up against the boards. Here's a big cross-check from Bobby McMahon right in front of the official. And wow, McMahon, I think, got lucky there. This is going to bounce off the boards onto Stolars. He's going to play it ahead. Vermis is going to start the rush, play this one ahead. Toronto at the red line, up into the blue line. Toronto working into the Senators zone. Kemp playing this one into the corner, cycling it around. Leafs trying to come out in front, hit that short side. They can't do it. Now they go to the line. Here's a one-timer that was kind of thin on Myers. Just got like 10% of it. It bobbled into the corner. Toronto trying to dig this one out of the corner. Matthew Nye's in there. Over to David Kemp. Kemp tries to pass it to the point. He doesn't. He gives it away. And the Sens going to turn it around. They're going to now long stretch pass up into the zone. Here they come. Stützle with a nice little inside-outside deke. And it's taken away by Toronto, but they give it away, and the Senators shoot it just wide. Wow. That was close. Davies just fired that one, ripped it wide. This coming down into the corner. Can you imagine Bettman's heart rate if 2 Canadian fell? That would be. Imagine our heart rates if 2 Canadian teams made it in. Forget about Bettman. We'd be losing our minds.
Oh, my goodness.
This coming all the way down. That's going to be an icing call. So this is going to come back to the Ottawa side of the ice. Thank you for hanging out with us during the intermission. Hope you enjoyed the conversation. Make sure that as you are coming in, if you are just joining us, you hit that like button for us. We're now on our way to 150 likes. And of course, hit that subscribe as we're 2 subs away from 370. That puts us 32 away from 24,400. So thanks for helping us out and joining our community. This coming around down in the corner. Quick hot shot by Sanderson. Sanderson having a nice little game here for himself. Sen's going to put it in, but they're offside. Leafs can't pick up the loose puck. They're going to cycle this one back around, trying to kick it out. Here comes Toronto. Down the far side, going to move it to the middle of the ice. And a little flip up is going to dump this one in, but a little too high there as Logan Shaw going to put it into the mesh.
Lost half my front tooth. Not my own fault.
So hockey season is among us, and we are getting set. Last year, we did 222 hockey shows between live streams and videos, regular season and playoffs. So we have you covered for all things NHL. We will have a lot of games this year, covering the Leafs, some Panthers, some Predators, some Oilers, and a whole lot more. So we'd love for you to hang out with us. As well, we will have breaking news, videos dropping in the evenings, during the days, whenever news breaks. We will get it recorded and put out for you. DVJ, welcome in. Good to see you. Here come the Sens. Up over the line, Benoit watching his man closely. Going to deflect that puck. It's going to sail over the net into the corner on the near side. Picked up here by Toronto. Going to bank this one out. Timmins going to carry it ahead now, passes it over to Hirvonen. He's going to play it in the corner. Timmins is going to go down deep. He's going to roll right through the blue ice. Nobody there to get it. Pilon falls, but he was able to get this puck out. Toronto going to turn this one around. They're going to hammer this one right back in. Of course, we will throughout the season post a bunch of highlight shorts as well. So if you miss something, if something big happens, you know where to find it. We will have it for you. Dumping this one down in the corner. Trying to put this one out. Turnover right in front again. Toronto can't capitalize on it. Behind the net, Toronto digging for it. Ottawa doing a nice job defensively. Here comes the physicality by the Maple Leafs trying to steal it away. They do. This is going to come around. Myers passing it across. The shot's going to sail just high over the net. Side now. Going to work this one through. Here comes Ottawa picking up this puck. They're going to carry it, but again, they can't get it out. Nick Cousins, he has to play this one back to Ruas. Ruas going to play this one up. Toronto steals. McMahon going to chip this one in. David Kemp, he's going to come in. First one on the puck. Kemp's going to walk right out of the corner. Tried to jam it in. Could not happen. Nifty little play there. David Kemp, not something we see from him a lot. Ottawa bringing it back down into the Toronto zone. Kemp going to tie up his man, playing both sides of the ice. Hugh Moore has it tied up in his skates. Sens playing this back to the line, cross ice to Sanderson. Sanderson throwing it towards the net. Stolarz going to grab onto it, and there is Tkachuk. Him and Rafai, they're going at it yet again, and the officials going to separate them a little bit. Cecilia, welcome in. Welcome to the show.
Has been one of the better Toronto Maple Leafs.
But I like that these little kids, they're not even little kids, but these young Leafs, these kids trying to prove themselves, are not allowing Ottawa to push them around. Offensive zone, pretty close. 542 for Ottawa, 504 for Toronto. So they're holding their own. Benoit off the draw, going to play this one around. Puck is going to hop over the Leaf stick. Hops over the Senators stick, but they grab it and just able to bring this one in as Knives can't get it out. Now we got a whistle and a hold being called. So Benoit looks like he's going to go to the box.
You know what?
Toronto number 2 has a minor penalty for holding.
Gord, do you remember
So Benoit going back to the box. He is going to sit this one out as the Senators go right back to the power play.
in his first preseason game, so maybe he's just trying to replicate last year's performance.
So let's see. Not much of a hold there. If that's what they called holding, that's a pretty weak call. But hey, it's preseason for the officials at all, and anytime you take your hand off the stick and put it anywhere near your opponent's back, chest, or side, you run the risk of getting that call. Charlie, hello there. Welcome in.
Because then you get a card.
So here we go. Senators on the power play. Back to the line. Putting this one across. Stutzel putting it around. Ottawa still moving it. No shot. Giroux with this now. Going to reverse it back to the line. Sanderson with it. Holmberg watching him. Comes back. Another shot right on. Rebound. Tkachuk. He can't put this one in. Stolarz didn't see it, but he made the save. Stutzla back across to Sanderson. Sanderson going far side. Giroux being watched by Holmberg. Bouncing into the slot. Another shot, and Stolarz coming up with a big save there. As again, Rafai and Kachuk, they're going back and forth at each other, physically and verbally. And he's holding his own. So a nice job, a big job here by Marshall Rafai to defend against Brady. And he's doing a good job with it. A really good job with it. So we'll see how they can continue here on the power play. 1.5 minutes to go. They're going to blow this down right off the draw. Going to have to do this one again. Welcome in, everybody, if you're coming in and listening along. Good to see you. Welcome here on a Tuesday night towards the end of September. Ottawa off the draw, back to the line, putting it across. Stutzla, he had to bobble it, and here comes Toronto. Kemp, he's going to play this into open ice in the middle. Coming in was Matthew Nyes, tried to go to his forehand to get a shot off, but ends up getting taken out. Sanderson going to lead the rush back the other way. Here's Kachuk, and Toronto's going to knock down that pass, and they get it out. So 1 minute to go. 1 minute to go here on the power play for the Senators. Sends back to the line to Sanderson. Putting this one across Stutzla. He's looking for it. Toronto whacking at him. This coming to the corner. Nice job, Leafs. They're going to gobble up that puck and send it down the ice. Great play. Absolutely great play. This coming around, Toronto trying to steal. 30 seconds to go on the power play. This coming around through, trying to work it here in the corner. Putting it across, taking a look, feeding it back to the line. Here's a blast. That gets knocked down. 12 seconds to go. This coming across, here's a shot, knocked down in front. Timmins got a stick on it. Timmins got that block. This coming all the way down. That's going to do it. Power play has expired. So we're back at 5-on-5 even strength action. Cousins going to bring this one in, taking this one down low around in the corner. And we got too many men here on the ice. So the Maple Leafs now will get their opportunity on the power play. Yeah, B Disney, I'm working on it right now. So give me one moment. I just have to be careful because when I do too many things at once, the computer doesn't like it and it starts to slow down. So gotta be good there. Cousin's name always choose. Oh, my cousin's playing. Spoopy. Yeah, really, that's so true. And especially if you know people with the last name Cousins, which I know there's a lot, it's kind of funny. But all right, B Disney, you should be all set now. Just give it a moment, and you should be able to take it for a whirl. Now, Void, welcome in. Good to see you. Clara, welcome to the show. Good to see you as well. If you're just joining us and you're in the chat, you may not know this, but you are earning points just from chatting along and hanging out with us. You can check your points at any time by typing exclamation mark and then the word points, exclamation mark points, and that will tell you how many points you have earned. Now, as you're checking your points, you can then start to redeem them and bring your own graphics up on the screen by typing exclamation mark redeem and then one of the different commands. There's Go Leafs Go, there's Leafs, there's all kinds of different redemption commands you can bring up, and that will trigger the graphic to come up. And yes, there is even redeem sends for the Ottawa fans. You can redeem sends, I think is the command. Triton coming in with that freeze. Thank you, Triton. Welcome in. Always good to see you. Lori, hello there. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. And you will have those points and those graphics to play with every game all season long. Now, we will reset the points. Points will reset at the start of the regular season. So while you have them in the preseason, make sure you use them and have some fun. Harry, what's going on? Welcome in. All right, Leafs on the power play. Ottawa taking a too many men on the ice penalty, and the Leafs can't get anything going. This is cleared all the way out down to their own side of the ice. Toronto going to start to come up. Nicholas Mattinen going to play this one up. It gets stopped. They got to turn around and try it again. Here comes the Leafs again, up and over the line. They're going to play this one in, trying to get something going. Alex Nylander here out on this power play, waiting to see something special from him. He's got McMahon, Greeneken all out here with him. Digging this one, trying to pull it. They get it back to the line. Coming across, Nylander has to come across, can't hold it in. Bad pass, bad behind the back pass, and this one comes out. Going to turn this one around. Toronto coming right back in, trying to get it set up as Holmberg. He's going to go off the boards to Timmins at the point. Timmins across to Cowan. That's going to hop over his stick. Cowan's going to play it back to Timmins. Puck is bouncing terribly all over. Here comes Cowan again, the Cowboy. Back to Timmins at the line. Timmins going far side of the ice. Back to Timmins, to Cowan. Cowan tried to return the feed. Couldn't. The puck just hopped up on him. Down in the corner, here's Matthew Nyes. Matthew Nyes trying to feed it in the slot. Gets it back to Cowan. Cowan, cross eyes. Somebody shoot the puck. Timmins tries. He fans on it. Timmins to Cowan. Nobody's got a shooting lane. Senators doing a great job. Side of the net for Nyes. He tries to drive it in. That rolls off his stick. Robertson going to pick it up. Robertson, he's going to spin around. Sanderson on him. Robertson gets free. Passes it down low. Toronto back up to Cowan. Back to the line. Here's a big blast. Hits the goaltender and rolls just wide. Timmins, 97 miles an hour, steps into that one. And the Senators going to clear this one out, and that is going to do it. That is going to kill the power play. What's up, Erica? How's it going? Good to see ya. Welcome to the show. In the corner, taking this one up. Toronto trying to dig here, dig hard. But the defense of the Ottawa Senators, Jensen really coming in there tough. And the Sens going to skip out with this one, flipping it high over the head of the Maple Leaf defender, Myers. And the Leafs got to come around to the other side. They're going to try and move this one out. Wow, the puck is just all over the place tonight. They're going to play this one back again. The Leafs got to just settle it down here. Settle this one down. Sasham, that's a pretty darn good combination right there. Here comes Ottawa, quick shot, and that's going to go off Myers' skate up and out of play. So a nice shot block there is Toronto putting the body on the line. They're going to go to a commercial break here halfway through period number 2. We are tied at 1s. If you're just coming in, welcome to the show. Thank you for joining us here today. Again, make sure you're tapping that thumbs up for us. And of course, hit that subscribe. We're on our way to 375, 6 subs away from 375. So thank you so much and welcome to join our community. We're going to be here all season long. Bouncy puck not properly frozen. 100%. Progooga, 100% not properly frozen. I haven't seen a puck bounce as crazy like this in a long time. A very long time. Yeah, I got to get some water. I've been neglecting my water, so we got to get some water and a little water break. Alrighty, now, if you're enjoying what we do, if you're enjoying the stream, make sure you hit that share button and share us out. Tell your social circles, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you know, all the social areas. Let them know, hey, you got to go check out this guy. If you're in any Maple Leaf groups on Facebook, let them know, hey, you got to come check out this guy. We're going to be here, and we would love to have your help all season long to continue to grow. Fahima, any ideas why we always what? We always don't play well? Finish the thought there, and yes, I will be happy to answer it. It's Invisible Tonic. It's the magic tonic. There we go. So yeah, there are so many ways you can support us here on the channel. Hitting that subscribe helps. Hitting that like button helps. Watching along is great. We do have a PayPal link up in the pinned message. You can always hit us up with a PayPal, buy us a drink, buy us a snack, or just help support us with some of our costs. As well, you can join our Patreon, which is also in that pinned message up above. So thank you so much. John V, what's going on? Welcome in, my friend. Down in the corner, back at it. 16 shots for the Sens, 10 shots for the Maple Leafs. 9.5 to go. In the second period, Toronto trying to come in a little stick lift as the puck is going to roll in on the goaltender, and so does David Kemp, as David Kemp lightly pumps into the tendy. Shay, thank you so much. I appreciate that. That is exactly what helps. Word of mouth. It helps spread things around, and it really, really does help us. John Good, welcome to the show. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. Welcome to our community. Yeah, it's the word of mouth. It's the sharing us out. That really, really helps the new people find us and come in to help build our community. Back to the line. Here's Timmins. Timmins bringing this one down low. This coming around. David Kemp trying to whack at it, trying to play this one in. Down far side. Again, Benoit, he's up and pinching. Holds it in for a moment before the Senators bring this one out. Leafs going to steal it away in the middle of the ice, roll it around to their own side, playing this one up. But again, Ottawa, it's like ping pong right now. Lots of turnovers. So have you noticed a change in the Leafs? Phil, still too early. Still too early, but I think we will see some big changes. That is for sure. All right, this coming back around down in the corner. Trying to dig this one through. Picking it up. It might, Beverly, it might just need a moment to catch up here. Ottawa trying to dig this one free. In the Leafs zone. Leafs desperately trying to get this one out. Sem's doing a good job on the pinch. Nyes coming over. He's going to play this around behind his own net. Nyes wasn't ready for the pass, but makes a nice move to receive it. Flips it through the middle. Can't hit Holmberg. Ottawa going to turn and bring this one up. They're going to dump this one right back down. Yeah, I like this. Streamlabs now is flowing in with all its messages. Here comes Toronto hitting that line. They're going to flip this one in. Under 8 minutes now in period number 2. This game is really slowed down. Toronto, Holmberg picking up this puck. Going to bounce it off the boards. Coming around behind the net. Easton Cowan with it. Cowan, he's taking a look. Over to Bobby McMahon. McMahon putting it around. Far side. Here's a long shot. Hits a leg. Deflects into the corner. Bobby McMahon spinning around. Going to leave it here unintentionally. Toronto still with it. Back to the line. Here's Myers. Myers, little head fake. Trying to make a move. Going to go down low to Easton Cowan. Easton Cowan flipping it up. Here's an off-balance shot. Big rebound picked up here by Toronto. Nikita Greenbekin, he's going to try to come around. Sending it around behind the net. Toronto, good possession here, but they just can't really get much of it. And finally, Ottawa's going to throw this one up, and it's going to be knocked out of play. So with 7:10 to go, we're going to get a face-off. Good pressure by the Maple Leafs as they were really digging in there. That was good to see. Good puck movement, good puck control. I would have liked to see a little bit of a better attack towards the net. That was a bit of a struggle. But some good moves nonetheless. Dennis, they play better. Oh, yes, they are playing better. They are playing much better. We got another penalty. Looks like a hook. Looks like a hook is coming up. Quinlan is going to go to the box. So I have a feeling, we saw Quinlan play last game. We're seeing him here today. I have a feeling Jacob Quinlan could be one of the next Leafs to be sent back to the minors. I expect to see him, maybe Logan Schott, Ty Voigt, the next group that are sent back down. So we got Stutzel, Sanderson, Perron, Giroux, and Chuck on here for Ottawa, the big guns, with 7 minutes to go. Off the draw, this one coming back. Cycling it around. Bringing this one up and through. Here they come. Here's a quick shot. What a save by Stolarz. Unbelievable. That was huge. They missed on the rebound so close. so close. What an opportunity. Unbelievable. I mean, Stolarz with an unbelievable, sorry, Hildeby. Hildeby is in now. They didn't even make the announcement. Hildeby coming in, and Hildeby with an outstanding stop, getting tested right away. Oh my goodness. Hildeby with a huge save here early. That was unbelievable. What a save. That's the beast. Yeah, absolutely, Rich. That was a huge, huge stop. Ottawa coming in. Again on the power play. Digging around here. Trying to dig in the corner. This coming back. Toronto's going to steal it away. Toronto's going to chip this one up. Here they come. Short-handed. Knies over the line. He's going to cycle around. He's working through. You'll have to excuse me for a moment. I have to step away, but I have somebody who's going to get his feet wet here in the preseason. So please welcome your new host for just a few moments.
Hello, everyone. It's been a minute. Ottawa's passing in the Toronto zone, back to the blue line, shoots it, saved by the goalie. I don't know who's in net. But hello, everyone. Hi, Solar. So, hi, Beverly. Who's excited for the hockey season? I know I am. This year might be the Leafs' year. Cannot wait. Hildeby's in net. A good save by Hildeby there. Toronto wins the face-off. Back behind the net. Scrambling for it. Gets it back along the boards. Hi, Ben. You have better hair than your dad. Thanks, Pratt. Can only hope it's the least year. Yeah. In the Ottawa zone now. Ottawa's passing between themselves. Looks like Leafs are changing up. Passing across the red line into the Leafs zone. Leafs are picking it back up. Thanks, Colin. Leafs fan, yes, I am. Ottawa's passing it back in their zone. Penalty just finished. Back in the Leafs zone. Passing it up to the blue line. Leafs going up. Dump and chase from the Leafs. In the Ottawa zone, on the blue line. Back to our mid zone. Scrambling for it on the boards. Sam Jr., thank you so much. Yeah, Triton. Best host on YouTube. You're looking at him. Ottawa in their zone. Huge hit. In the neutral zone. Back in Ottawa zone. Racing for it on the boards. No one's getting it quite yet. Fighting for it. Leafs pick it back up. Now Ottawa steals it. Ottawa in the neutral zone. Picks it back up in the Leaf zone behind the net. Pass it to the front, to the blue line. Shoots it. Misses. Damn your dad? Yes. Yes, he is. Quick 1T goes wide. So who's your favorite team? Favorite team's got to be the Leafs. They may suck at points. The Leafs are my favorite. In the Ottawa zone, pass it to the neutral zone. Into the Leafs. Pass it back to the blue line. Shoots it. Wide. Best commentator in it. Thank you so much. I won't hold that against you. Triton, who's your favorite team? Ottawa in neutral zone. Back to Toronto zone. Icing call. All right. Just about to drop the puck on the face-off. Ottawa wins it. Behind Ottawa's net. Scrambling forward on the boards. On a pass, one-timer goes wide. Tries to wrap it around. It's stopped by the goalie. Oh, a bit of a brawl breaking out. Looks like they're just hugging. And we're on to commercial break. Thank you, Hayden. French favorite team is Mystery Incorporated. Yeah, I believe it. I believe it, Prep. You back? Bye, everyone.
All right. Hey, everybody. Thank you for giving him an opportunity to get his feet wet. He's getting some practice in. It's preseason for everybody. So since we had a goalie change, I thought we would give him a chance. Craigton, welcome in. Good to see you. Dave, hello there. Welcome in. Thank you so much. We appreciate it. He's getting really into hockey. He's really, really enjoying the insides of the game. So when I get called away, if there's something I need to tend to or something I have to do, he's always good to jump in and continuing to learn. So it's pretty awesome. that that Benjamin Button disease. Yeah, I wish. But yeah, Victor Hildeby coming in. He's playing okay. We got a couple of minutes left here in period number 2, 3 minutes to be exact. Hildeby coming in, playing all right, facing a couple shots, made a couple big saves, looking good. Noticed you aged again. Yeah, that's what these Leafs do, right? They make you feel young at heart, but then they make you feel old. Colin, how's it going? Welcome in. We don't need him. Welcome in, everybody. Again, thanks for giving the youngster a chance. Appreciate it so much. Thanks for everyone hitting those likes, hitting those subscribes. All right, trying to see what Nicky Robertson can do. Nick Robertson, he's got only one shot today. He's played about 10 minutes of ice time, which is way up from what he played last time. He would only average about, what was he, like 6 or 7 minutes last year? So getting to play 10 minutes, he'll get another 5, 6 minutes still here to come. So he's going to have himself a nice game in terms of minutes. Here he comes. Robertson trying to pull a shot off. That one is deflected up and over the net. This one coming around. Care, hello there. This one being flipped up in the corner. Robertson trying to chase it down. He does have quick speed, Nick Robertson. A couple of steps, and he can really get going. He is a little small in stature, but he's got a ton of speed, and he's got some good hands. This coming around down in the corner. Nice little check here as Toronto Myers using his body to knock Ottawa off that puck. This coming back around. Long shot's going to sail high into the corner. Picked up Ottawa, cycling it around, trying to catch this one the other side. Bobby McMahon, watch it come by. Ottawa working around in the corner. Ottawa's getting some good work on their cycle game as Toronto's giving them a lot of space. Finally, they knock it off their stick. This one coming around. Package Robertson and Timmins. I think that would be a decent package. It would depend on what you can get in return. But I think that would be a decent package for any team. A young forward with a lot of potential and a young D with a lot of potential. Long pass up the middle. That's going to get knocked down. Sen's going to bring this one right back in. 1:45 to go here in period number 2. This working, trying to get in. Oh, Lehman, yeah, Sasham, those were the days. I had a chance a couple years back to meet Gary Lehman, and what a nice guy he was. Down in the corner, this one trying to pick up, trying to come through. Phil Kessel, yes, KXN. Kessel is still awaiting a PTO deal. He is still available. Here's a quick shot, and that one going to go offside. So 1:17 to go. 1:17. 2 third-rounders, and we have a swelled roster. Yeah, listen, I would take... Would I want thirds or would I push for seconds? For both of them, I think I'd want maybe a second and a third. I think would be a decent little pickup. Lucas, hello there. What's going on?
He's shown he can do that.
Off the draw, Sen's going to dance right into the Leafs zone, flipping this up into the corner. Trying to come in here. Leafs cycling it around, but here they come. Those Ottawa Senators just doing a nice job. Again, moving the puck around the perimeter. Back to the line. They're going to throw this one in. This is going to curl around. Last minute of play in this period. This coming across ice. Sanderson to the line. Here's a shot. That one gets blocked. The other big difference between Hildeby and Stolarz is Stolarz' pads are all black. Hildeby's are all white, so makes it easy. Here's Sanderson walking right in, trying to go short side. And Hildeby got a piece, and that's going to deflect at a play. So a good half a game for Stolarz. We'll look at his line, look at his stats at the intermission. Only giving up one goal, doing a nice job. I think Stolarz might have had a better outing tonight than Joseph Woll did just the other day. So here's a face-off in the Toronto zone, the right side of Hildeby. Quinlan going to win this face-off. This going to come back around. Sending it to the line. Toronto intercepting. Hirvonen keeping this one in. Alex Steeves trying to get a stick on it. He cannot. Ben's going to pick it up. 20 seconds to go now. 20 seconds to go. Here comes Stutzel. He takes a ripper, and that's going to be high and over the net. Toronto saying that hit the mesh, but the official says no, it's still in play. Leafs get this one out. It's sitting there on the red line. They're going to pick it up with 3 seconds to go. They're just going to bat this one into the zone of the Ottawa Senators, and the horn is going to go. This one is going to end the same way we started, tied at 1. So let's go back to the intermission. All right, here we are. Let's again break down all the stats as we are here to play. All right, what do we got? 19 shots for the Sens, 15 shots for the Maple Leafs. Hits, Toronto just ahead, 27-25. Faceoffs won, Ottawa still out ahead, 25-14 in the faceoff. So again, Ottawa continuing their dominant ways there. 0 for 4, 0 for 3, so penalties pretty close to equal. Giveaways, Toronto, considering their young squad, only 3 giveaways. Ottawa with 10, that number is starting to creep up. And somebody needs to tell this Toronto team, hey, it's preseason. You don't need to block as many shots. 14 block shots for the Maple Leafs. Only 8 here for the Sens. Live in Ottawa, and there are more Leaf fans here than Sens fans. We all laugh at the empty building. Relocation to Quebec City would be a better plan. Colin, is it really that empty? Is it traditionally that empty for regular season games? I would think it would still be somewhat busy. I mean, I know when Toronto comes, it's a pretty packed house, but I would think that during the regular games that it would be pretty busy. All right, second intermission. No goals to report on. Goals remain the same. Only a couple of penalties. Simon Benoit, 2 minutes for holding. Too many men on the ice for the Ottawa Senators. That was served by Tkachuk. And then Quinlan, 2 minutes for hooking. Those are kind of the stats right now. If we scroll down and we look at Stolarz, 15 saves on 16 shots, lets in the 1 goal. He played 30 minutes of time, having a 9.38. So a 9.38 for Stolarz. That's pretty good. Hildeby coming in so far, making 3 stops, all 3 of 3 that he has faced. Yeah, they do their best to hide it. The worst plan ever was putting the rink. Really? Interesting. I didn't realize it was that empty. I mean, I knew it wasn't sold out every game, but I thought that it would be a little busier. So it was when Montreal, Toronto, or Boston. Yeah, that makes sense. How do we feel about Matthews' injury? Well, we don't really know what the Matthews injury is. Sasquatch, what's on? I'm back seeing the best commentary in North America. Wow. Thank you, Sasquatch. I appreciate that tremendously. Triton coming in the 199 foam finger super sticker. And normally, oh, I got it right here. I found it. And we got the foam finger Triton says the 199 foam finger. Let's go. Every time we get that foam finger super sticker, we'll break out the little foam finger and give it a little wave. Thank you, Triton. I appreciate that. Go Leafs, #1 fan. Thank you so much for the super sticker, and we'll give you some stick taps as well. I think Stellars should be #1 because this is jersey. Number on his jersey because Hildeby already has number 41. Huh. Oh, should switch his number on his jersey because Hildeby already has 41. Wait a second, I'm confused. Hildeby. So Hildeby right now is wearing 35. Hildeby is wearing 35. Stellars is 41. So yeah, they don't have the same number. Now we did talk about face-offs in how Toronto was struggling in the face-off circle. So here's some of those face-off numbers. Pontus Holmberg right now 28.6%. 28%. He's 4 wins, 10 losses. So not a good night in the face-off circle for Holmberg. David Kempf, he's 4 for 5. That's a good night. Bobby McMahon is 1 for 1. Nylander 1 for 1. Quinlan is only 1 for 3, and Shaw 3 for 4. So really, Holmberg a big minus in that number. The line that was scored upon was Easton Cowan, Greenakin, and Myers with Rafai and Shaw. So those were the 5 guys that were on when Ottawa scored. Time on ice, leading the way is defenseman Matanen. He's on 15 minutes. Mermis is on 13:49. Your top forwards, Matthew Nyes, just under 13 minutes. Bobby McMahon, just under 13 minutes as well. Your least, Grebekin and Hirvonen, just under 7 minutes each of ice time. Easton Cowan, he's played about 9 minutes of ice time. For the Ottawa Senators, when we look at this, Forsberg played both full periods, so 40 minutes for him. He's 15 saves, or 15 shots, 14 saves, giving up the 1 goal for a .933 average right now. In the face-off circle, Claude Giroux, 8 face-off wins, only 3 losses. So, wow, 8-3 for Giroux. Ridley Gregg, 6 wins, 1 loss. Highmore has 1 loss. Ostapachuk, 5 losses, 3 wins. Pilon, 2 wins, 1 loss. Stützle, 4-2, and Tkachuk, 2 wins. So that's how the face-offs work out there for the Sens. The minuses on Ottawa, Ridley Gregg, he's a -1. David Perron, he is a -1. I guess the other players were on the ice when Ottawa scored, so it evened them up. Taking a look at the time on ice for the Sens, Sanderson leading the way at 15.5 minutes. That is no surprise. He has been awesome today. What a game Sanderson's been having. Stützle leads the way for the forwards at 14:53, followed by Giroux at 13:47. Your big shooters, Sanderson with 5 shots, Ridley Gregg with 4 shots, everybody else kind of 2 and below. For Toronto, Bobby McMahon, he has 5 shots today. And Marshall Rafai with 3 shots, Timmins with 2. But Steves, Robertson, Nylander, Holmberg, and Easton Cowan all with just 1 shot on net. The rest of the players do not have a shot on goal. That includes Matthew Nyes, David Kempf, and Hirvonen. So Toronto's got to get more pucks to the net, got to get more shots coming. That is going to seriously help them out because right now that is where they're struggling. All right, let's go back through the out-of-town scoreboard. Some updates in Pittsburgh, excuse me. Buffalo is up 3-2, end of the second period. Montreal has a 1-0 lead over the New Jersey Devils. Carolina has tied it up end of the first against Tampa Bay. They are tied at 1s. And the New York Islanders have a 3-0 lead over the New York Rangers. Boston now up 3-1 over Washington. And that is your out-of-town scoreboard. Again, none of these scores actually matter because it's just preseason. And we love our preseason. All right, let's throw this over here. And let's bring this back up over here. All right, coming up over the next few days, this is what we have going on for the Maple Leaf schedule. Coming up on Thursday, 7 o'clock, the Montreal Canadiens come into town. So, you know, Toronto's going to have their A game out for that. Maple Leafs, Canadiens, Thursday is going to be good. They play a return matchup Saturday night, this time in Montreal. Toronto's going to go to Montreal for the second half of that home and home. The Leafs are then off until Thursday, October 3rd, where they start a little 2-game home and home with the Detroit Red Wings. They're in Detroit on October 3rd, then back home in Toronto October 5th. And then I believe it all starts for real on October 9th as Toronto and Montreal open it up. Toronto actually has back-to-back games to open the season, which is crazy. Back-to-back games. It's Montreal, Toronto on day 1, and then Toronto is in New Jersey on the 10th. So a tough way to start the season on back-to-back nights. But that's what makes hockey so much fun. Ben, they're going to break you. Don't let it break you. Fight the fight, my friend. You got it, Ben. So those are the upcoming Leaf games. Of course, we will get some other games up and scheduled. Lots to talk about, lots to see what shapes up from this Maple Leaf squad, what to make of the lineups, things we've been talking about all night long. It's going to be very interesting to see what it shakes down. For me, I'm most excited, and it's, you know, a lot of people are obviously excited to see the Austin Matthews performance, what he's going to do. Will he get 70 goals this year? I don't think he is. I think he's going to get over 50. I don't think it's going to be 70. But what's the Matthews story going to be? What's the Mitch Marner story going to be? There's so many things going on that people are conversing about. I am most excited this season for the second line. I'm excited for the William Nylander story and the Alex Nylander story and how that is going to play out, what this second line is going to do. Will Easton Cowan start the season playing with the Toronto Maple Leafs? Those are the stories I'm excited to see and see how those play out. It's a good back-to-back with Montreal and Keefe's new team. Hey, that's right. Get it out of the way early, right? Get that one out of the way early. Put Keefe in his place. Mares looks good tonight. Yeah, Victor, he does. Mares is actually playing a decent game. And you're right. Let's talk about some of these young kids. You know, let's start with the forwards. Actually, well, no, we're already talking about Mares, so let's talk about the defense. Mares and Rafai, I think, have been excellent. I love that Rafai has been battling with Kachuk all night long. He's been holding his own. I really like what I'm seeing from Rafai. Mares has been good. Mermis has been okay. Matanen, not overly impressed. For a guy who's 6'5", I would expect to see a little bit more, but not horrible. But yeah, Mermis, Myers, Rafai, 3 I think are playing a good game. They're playing a decent game, right? On the forward side, of course, Alex Steeves, he got the goal. He's made a couple of nice passes. He's got speed. So I think considering who he's playing against and the minutes he's getting, Alex Steeves is doing a nice job. I actually think Nick Robertson is playing a decent game. He hasn't done a lot in terms of points on the board, but he's shown his speed. He's shown some actually decent hockey IQ, where last year Nick Robertson struggled defensively. Haven't seen a lot of those struggles here today, but he hasn't really been in a position to cough up the puck. He did one time in his own end. He tried to make a fancy move and he coughed it up, but he stole it right back. So I think Nick Robertson is playing well, doing nice. Alex Nylander, he had a couple chances. Again, we haven't seen a lot from him. I'd like to see a little bit more. Same with Easton Cowan. Easton Cowan at times seems to make good decisions, but I'd like to see more from him as well. Grabinkin really fighting to make the team. Lee, I'll be honest, I don't think he will. I don't think there's enough for him. There's not enough positions, really. But listen, at 6'2", 210 pounds, he had that fight under his belt. He kind of woke up the crowd a little bit. I don't think there's enough for him to make the team. We talked at the last intermission about how complex their forward lines are and how they're actually going to figure that out to make it all work. But there's some talent here, right? There is some talent. He's getting himself in the right spots. I see him, I don't know much about him, to be honest. But from what I've seen, obviously, he can throw them. He can knock guys around. He's using his weight. He, bottom six player, yes, but not this year. Not this year for sure. Little Elf, what's going on? George, yeah, it was a very unfortunate situation. I gotta say, I do like that every team is kind of doing a little tribute. Very nice touch. It's always unfortunate when something like that happens. That's completely avoidable, right? Completely avoidable. There's absolutely no need for that to have taken place. And the worst part, I mean, that is the worst part, but the part that makes it even worse, if you saw going around on social media, the clips of the guilty party who hit them, no remorse, right? It was like an inconvenience that he had to go through court, and was going to be locked up till his next court date. So such a ridiculous thing to happen, and the guy just seems like couldn't care less, which just it's so bad. It's such a bad situation all the way around. Other than the Leafs, are you on Overwatch? Yeah. So Phil, I'll be honest. I hope he doesn't do it. I mean, it's just a matter of time. I think at this point it's just a matter of time, but I hope he doesn't. Ovi has kind of come down a lot from where he was. He's not the prolific goal scorer he once was. He's not making these huge plays, throwing hits, doing all this stuff. Ovechkin is now that guy who floats back and forth up and down the ice. He sits on that face-off dot kind of towards the top of the circle, waiting for that pass that everybody in the rink knows is coming. And he can still shoot. He can still fire it. But he's not the same player that he once was. And so I hope he doesn't do it, but I think it's just a matter of time he will. Now, Lucas, what was your question? Will Pacioretty play on the Matthews line? No, I do not believe so. I don't believe so, Lucas. First, it's not even a guarantee that they sign him. They probably will. But I'm betting he's going to be a third-line winger with Tavares is kind of my guess. That's kind of my guess. Little Elf. Yeah, I don't mind Fortnite. I like this season. This season has been a lot of fun. Anytime they do some of these big crossovers, it's pretty cool. The guy could have been in complete shock. I imagine that he is. Tons of remorse. I hope so. I really hope that's the case, Rich. I really, really hope that's the case. I'm not going to give him the benefit of the doubt, but I hope that is indeed the case, and I hope he certainly does now. If Matthews keeps it up, I think he has legit chance. Yeah, Lee. So this was kind of, we were talking about it last year a little bit, that we were talking all last season about Ovechkin and how he's chasing down Gretzky, and that in a number of years we could be sitting here saying, hey, Matthews is closing in. Matthews has been outpacing Ovechkin. If you look back when Ovechkin started his career, in his first number of years, Matthews has actually been scoring more. Right? So Matthews has been scoring more than Ovechkin at the same time. So assuming he can stay healthy, and Matthews, he can play physical, but he doesn't play nearly as physical as Ovechkin did. So he should probably be healthy and should be able to maintain his pace. But I think that would be awesome if we're having this conversation. And hopefully he's still on Toronto when he does it. I could get behind that. All right, we are getting set. The players are back on the ice. We're just about ready to go. Third period underway in a tie game. Who's going to break this one wide open? Who's going to net the next goal to move into the lead. Let's flip back over to the game screen. Get ready to drop the puck. All right, we are set. We are ready to go. Thank you so much for hanging around, hanging out with us here today. Appreciate all the comments, all the questions. Second intermission is always a chance when we get to sit back and talk hockey and answer everything. Paralife, what's going on? Welcome in. Good to see you. And if I missed anybody, I do apologize. We will certainly catch you next go around. If you're just coming in and joining us, thank you for being here. Make sure you do hit that subscribe. And if you're coming in on Ninja mode or replay mode, team replay, welcome. And I hope you like what you see and join our community. So here we go. Third period is officially underway. We are tied at ones. Shots are close. Let's go. Maybe they fixed the ice in the intermission. Maybe. Hopefully it's not bouncing around as much as it was before. It was crazy. All right. And we got some gloves off. Gloves are flying out of the corner of my eye. Hannes Holmberg dropping the gloves. He's grabbing it. He's going. He's tied up here with Reinhart. Reinhart coming with the rights. Holmberg, he's trying to come in with the lefts. And that kind of mixed stuff. Reinhart goes down. Not a good fight, but homie Holmberg getting his job done. Wow. That was an interesting little tilt.
Oh, guys, 5 minutes each for fighting.
I hope that's all it is for Ridley Gregg. And
Time to go. Holmberg.
Really fight. He takes the
That was a very bizarre fight on Reinhart and Holmberg, two guys I would not expect to be going at it. And, you know, I don't see where they're talking about it. Now they finally come. They kind of talk. Reinhart says something to her. Holmberg nods. So it's probably from earlier when Holmberg hit Ridley Gregg up high. So Reinhart comes over and says, hey, this is for Gregg. We got to do it. He nods and says, okay. And the gloves go down, and not a good fight. And Reinhart, he gets taken down. So Hannes Holmberg coming out with a fight victory. Let's go. Abstractus, welcome in. Good to see you. Jonathan, what's up? Welcome. In the corner. Trying to dig this one around. Back across. Here's a long shot by Hamonic. That one's going to sail high and just wide. Coming around behind, Connor Timmins going to pick this one up. He's going to play this just ahead a little bit as Cousins was coming in, but the Maple Leafs able to chip this one out and down the ice. Alex Nylander was able to get it. And another Leaf player gets a stick up high. The Ottawa Senator kind of doing the mouth check. I think it's harmonic. And no call, so the Leafs get away with another one. Nylander back with it. He's going to send this one up. Leafs coming in, trying to drive. It's Mermis down into the corner. Nyes there. Nyes is going to pick it up. Nyes cycling it around, trying to put it in front. Can't do it. Toronto trying to get some help. Everybody coming in. Logan Shaw battling in here. Nylander trying to cut it off. Giroux going to flip this one up. Toronto going to catch it, bring it to the red line, and just dump this one in. They're going to go exchange players. Get some fresh legs on. This coming around, center ice. Toronto dumping it in. They're picking up this puck first. Here's a sharp angle shot. It's going to hit the goaltender and go up and out of play. And Hamonic is going to go down the bench or down the tunnel. Got to get some repairs here as Matthew Nyes kind of danced around him, and the stick whipped around and caught him. So Hamonic just danced around, and it completely inadvertent, but enough to hit him in the mouth and draw some blood and maybe hurt some of the chiclets there. Off the draw, this one going to come around. You got to be careful with that stick. Senators going to play it back in their own zone. Going to regroup. Now they're going to move this one forward, dumping it into the Leaf end. Back off the boards. Trying to pick this one up, trying to dig it free. Toronto can't work this one out. Ottawa all over them. A little hand pass, and that's allowed in your own zone, and the Maple Leafs going to flip this one up and down the ice. So you can make a hand pass in your own zone, in the defensive zone. That is a legal play. Here's a dump. This going into the corner. Toronto, Benoit trying to get there, has his stick lifted. Senators coming in there looking to pick this one up. Nick Cousins, he can't catch up to it. Toronto going to move this one ahead. Trying to juke this one through. Looking to pick it up was Grivikin, and he can't control it. Nick Cousins taking it away, and he's going to play this one up. Down deep into the Leaf zone as Simon Benoit has to go back for it. Benny going to move this up far side of the field. Long pass. That cannot hit Grivikin. He can't come up with that. Andrew, what's going on? Welcome in. Long pass up. Here come the Sens right back at it. Sens, high slot and a shot. And that one sails just wide as Stützle coming real close. The Strudel almost buried it. This at the side. Quick shot right on. And again, nice stop there by Hildeby. Hildeby, I don't even think knew it hit him. He was down with his pads down. And it kind of hit his pad and careened over to the other side of the ice. Kemp is going to play this back to Benoit. He's going to bounce it off the boards. They don't put it deep, but they make some changes. Sanderson to Tkachuk. Going to move this ahead. Nice stick. Great move by the Toronto defenseman coming in front. Mermis made a nice play to steal that puck away. And then Ottawa had a nice chance. Here's Alex Nylander. He falls. And here's a shot from behind. Dropping the elbow on the back of Alex Nylander. Two Maple Leafs collide in the corner. Robertson and Nylander. This coming back into the Maple Leaf zone. There's a broken stick just to the side of the net. Here's Nick Robertson with it. Robertson, look out. Had to get his head up. Rolls it through the neutral zone. Alex Steeves had it for a moment, but he gave it away. Senators going to bring this one right back in. Here's a shot. Hits the stick of the goaltender. Rolls to the far side. Steve's going to flip this one up. It's going to bounce through the defenseman. Nick Robertson in there. Great speed. He was able to pick up this puck, but ran out of real estate. Just wasn't able to do anything with it. Shaw going to throw it around far side. Cousins in there to cut it off. Cousins battling for it. Shaw in there, and it's going to be the Ottawa Senators who come away with the puck. Ruas. He's going to start it up the near side of the field. Here comes those Ottawa Senators. Nick Cousins. He's going to dump it in. Hildeby out to stop it. Going to come back off the glass. And here's Toronto the other way. Pass from McMahon a little too far for Shaw. That's turned over. Feel like he's been on a long time. Senators Sanderson going to carry it in. Dumping it off. Shot right on. It's going to bounce off the glove of Hildeby into the corner. Here comes the Maple Leafs for Fye. Going to try the other side. He's going to flip this up, take the aerial path. And Bobby McMahon coming in on the forecheck on Sanderson. Knocks it down. Now Bobby McMahon goes down. David Kemp trying to flip it in. He does temporarily. But the Leafs can't get anything going. The Sens control in their own zone. 5 minutes gone. We are under 15 minutes to go here in the third period. Shots 23-15. The Senators really controlling most of this hockey game. But we are all squared away, all tied up. Here comes the Sens flying through the neutral zone. Going to dump this one down, coming around. Side of the net. This is going to be tipped to the line. Here's a shot right on. Another save. And a rebound, another shot. Bernard Docker tipping the scales in the 80s miles an hour with that shot. But Hildeby standing tall with the great rebound reaction is able to keep this one out. Good work, like what I'm seeing here from Hildeby here in this game. But Ottawa just throwing things at the net. If you're just coming in, welcome to the show. Welcome to the third period of hockey. My name is Sam. I am your Toronto sports hockey guy. I got you covered, all things NHL. We'd love for you to hang out with us. Make sure you hit that subscribe and set your notifications so you get notified at any time we go live, drop a video, or drop a new short. So we got 14-17 to go here in this period. They controlled the last one. Yes, they did, Sasquatch. That they did. Off the draw, this one coming around. Yeah, Andrew, no hat tonight. Didn't throw a hat on. This coming all the way back down to the line. Ooh, dangerous play there. Triton is throwing pies on the ice. Triton throwing pies on the ice. You know what they say about throwing pies on the ice, Triton.
Fans are reminded that the throwing of any objects on the ice is not allowed.
Here we go, Toronto trying to get it out of their own zone. Cross ice pass. Senators doing a nice job. Toronto, they're watching the play a little bit. They're waiting for the puck to come to them. This coming around, trying to get this. Antonio's calling overtime. Are we going to get another overtime game? George, how's it going? Welcome to the show. Making a little move. Here come the Sens. Far side up and over the line. Stopping, popping, passing it across. That's deflected, knocked down. Back to the line. Here comes Toronto. Hirvanen's going to pick it up. He's racing. Going to send this one across. Toronto starting to come in all alone with a shot. And a nice little stop. Tried to go short side was Jacob Quinlan. And the puck comes all the way down the other way. Ottawa had a 2-on-1, but one of the players pulled up. And Meyer's going to move this. And Stützle is limping. Stützle pulled up, and he's going to go to the bench. He is in some serious discomfort, kind of limping, and the look on his face. He is in all kinds of agony. Not exactly sure what happened to him there. Thank you, George. Appreciate it. Welcome back. Except hats, rats. Yeah, exactly, DVJ. This coming around side of the net. Here's a shot by McMahon. A nice little stop. McMahon definitely leading the shooting category for the Leafs. Put it in the middle of the ice. They can't get it. Timmins doing a good job keeping it in. McMahon turns and throws this towards the net, but it's deflected up and out of play. 12:18 to go. Stützle on the bench for the Senators with a little boo-boo. We're not exactly sure what, but he pulled up and headed straight for the bench in some serious discomfort. Well, welcome in, everybody. It's preseason game number 2. Our next stream is going to be Thursday night. Same time at 7 o'clock as the Leafs and the Montreal Canadiens get together to do a little dance. And it's going to be some fun. Might go in. Yeah, it might go in overtime. It might. We have a bad habit of games going into overtime here on our channel, but that is what we love. Triton, let's keep it focused on point. Please and thank you. So let's keep it focused on topic. And that topic right now is what is going to happen with this hockey game. What is going to happen? Who's going to score? Where are we going to go next? Is Ottawa going to continue to pull this one out? Will they be able to do it? They certainly have the firepower on the ice to do that. Will Toronto, their young stars, upset the Ottawa Senators, just like the Senator stars did when they came into Toronto a couple of nights ago? So that is really what we need, or where we need to see who's going to make that play. Ottawa going to score next. They certainly should, right? They certainly should. And we talk about Stützle. Stützle's one of the youngest Ottawa Senator players to have 35 goals, and he took a hit in the corner. So they're showing the replay. He took a hit in the corner, and that's where he kind of came up limping. So I wonder if it's a Charlie horse or he kind of just got hit funny, but we hope that he is A-okay. All right, here we go. Back at it. Sens trying to move. Colin Nylander to score. That would be awesome. Of course it doesn't matter, Lucas, but it's fun to predict. It's fun to see. Nice goal prediction. Ooh, I like that. Here comes Ottawa with a shot, and that one is going to be deflected up and out of play.
So Tim Stützle getting his first action in the preseason.
Big time moves. Big time moves. I want Toronto to win. We always want Toronto to win. They deserve it. Let's even it up 1-1. Why do we always seem to have an issue with Ottawa? Doesn't matter when we play them. We always have some kind of issue with it.
Sort of elite level production. The 70 points might be, but not the 18 goals.
Which is crazy. Absolutely crazy.
Somewhere in between, but he's
I can go pure chaos mode and say, heal the beast. I love the beast. I just hope he continues to play strong. He's looking good here so far. Off the draw, Toronto's going to come away with it. Nice little face-off win. Something they haven't been doing well at in this game, but hey, we'll take all the little victories that we can. This one moving around. Ottawa back in their own zone now. Ottawa seems to always come up with these pucks. Cross-ice pass, setting up, moving this ahead. Ottawa into the Toronto zone. Turning around, going in there to get it is Mattinen. Mattinen sending this one around. Knives waiting for it, eludes a hit. He's going to play this one up. Here comes Toronto. Knives up and over the line. Knives cycling around. Nice, spinning in front, looking for the tip right on. David Kemp was standing right in front of the goaltender on the blue ice. Couldn't get that deflection to go. The Ottawa bringing this one back. Toronto that close. Moving this one around in the Leafs zone, back behind the net. Now they're going to set it up. Mermis, he's going to go back across. Long pass up the middle of the ice. Toronto couldn't control it. Haven't seen Easton Cowan for a while here. Here's Hirvonen. He's on with Holmberg and McMahon. I wonder what the deal with Cowan is. This is going to be chipped up. Rafai putting it in. Holmberg reaching for it. Little swipe with the stick on Davis. Kachuk coming in. Davis has his stick knocked away. Toronto playing it to the middle. Here's Hirvonen with a shot. And a big, important shot blocked by Ottawa. Back to the line for Rafai. Here's a cross. Here's a shot and a big broken stick by Myers. Coming right out in the slot. Toronto getting some opportunities presenting itself, but they're not able to capitalize. They're not able to blast that through. This one in the corner. Ottawa cycling it back around. Holding it up now. Everyone going to get some fresh legs, some new legs coming on. 10 minutes. 10 minutes to go. If you're just coming in, welcome in. Make sure to hit that subscribe for us. Sub up and join our community. Down around in the corner, Toronto chasing this back. Timmins is there. Another Ottawa player got bopped in the face. Toronto, little give and go all the way back. Timmins can't control it. He has to slash at it to knock it forward, but the Senators are able to grab it and bring it right back in. Toronto going to try take two. Nick Robertson, the far side of the ice. He's going to roll this one in. Here come the Leafs forecheck. Quinlan in on it, as is Robertson, but the Senators bring it out over the red line into the Toronto zone. Here comes Ottawa. Spinning around is Sanderson. Sanderson has been outstanding. Walks the line, has his pocket picked. Toronto trying to come with it, and it looks like Sanderson is going to hold down Quinlan. Penalty coming up to the Senators as a shot is taken by the Leafs. Grimbican and Toronto going back to the power play. Leafs going to the power play as Sanderson, little clutch and grab, and brings down the Leaf player. So with 9:06 to go, the Maple Leafs 2 minutes or more on the power play. Let's see what they can do. Their power play has not been well tonight. Their power play has not been good. So we'll see if this can start to turn it around. It's nice to see what some of these kids can do. It really is, but we haven't seen a lot of Cowan. So hopefully Cowan will get a chance to come out on this power play now. Hopefully he will come out. Cowan had a long last. Monty, he certainly did, and boy, oh boy, wasn't he spectacular? The things that Easton Cowan did for London last year was just remarkable. I hope he makes the team. I hope he gets a look. But he played last game, playing here tonight. Definitely hasn't had the same impact that he did in preseason last year. So we'll wait to see how Cowan plays. He's not playing poorly by any means, right? He's not doing anything wrong. We just haven't seen the Cowboy show up yet. If we don't see him on the PP, then you know either he's hurt or in the doghouse. I agree. Gator, what's going on? Welcome in. Colin for OT. Will we get another overtime game? Wow, we've done, this is our fourth hockey stream so far. Our second preseason game, and we did two prospect tournament games. We had one prospect tournament game, went to overtime. The game last time went to overtime. If this one goes to overtime as well, that would be wild. 3 of the 4 games going to overtime. That would be absolutely crazy. But hey, we love our overtime here, especially in the playoffs. When it goes till 2 o'clock in the morning and you get 4 or 5 overtimes. Oh gosh, those games are the best. All right, Shanahan in the house watching his crew. Let's see how his crew is going to close up on the power play. We got Holmberg, Robertson, Nyes, Timmins, and Easton Cowan. All right, and Cowan is going to come in to take this draw. They all switch around positions. Cowan loses that face-off. Nyes couldn't intercept, and Ottawa going to bank this off the boards and down the ice. Exactly. Why would you want to sleep when hockey is on? I agree, but hey, it's preseason. It is preseason. Here comes Nicky Robertson, little Nicky. He's going to move this one ahead, and it's going nowhere. They're going to have to back it up. Holmberg, he's going to play it back, gives it to Nyes. Nyes is going to turn. He's going to chip this one in. Trips on the blue line. Got to watch out. Those blue lines are extra slippery. In the corner, far side, Nyes digging at it. Robertson is there. Robertson being leaned on. Ottawa trying to dig this one out, and Ottawa gets the puck, and again, they're able to clear this past Timmins and all the way down the ice. Just about a minute left to go in the power play. Not a good showing here for the squad. Here's Holmberg. A bad little drop pass for Cowan. He had to recover. Here's Robertson coming in, shoots it. That goes just wide. Robertson getting worked from behind. Toronto, Holmberg on the forecheck. Gives it to Robertson. Robertson trying to play this back to the point. Cowan putting it to Timmins. Timmins to Cowan. Cowan over across to Robertson. Robertson in the slot. They shoot right on rebound, and they can't bury it. Nice little passing play there. Toronto coming so close, but they just couldn't get that stick in the slot. Working it from the point down low, slide it through the slot, tried to put it in. Good effort there. Down low in the corner, Steve's going to take a bump. This coming around, cycles it past Steve's. Toronto cannot hold it in at the other side. Mattinen, he's going to back it up, and he gives it away. Ottawa coming in and scores. Oh no, a dreadful giveaway. Nicholas Mattinen, you just secured your bus ride back to the minors with that one. Oh my goodness. What a horrendous giveaway. Short-handed, just weak on the stick. A little blind backhand pass right to the Ottawa Senator player who takes it away. Osterchuk makes no mistake grabbing that one. Comes in, and Hildeby didn't look great on that save either. But Mattinen, wow, pack your bags. Thanks for coming out. At least you got in a game. Wow.
69 games for Belleville.
Manning giving away pucks the way we give away gift cards here for Milestones. That was crazy. Ottawa taking a 2-1 lead short-handed. My goodness. And that's going to do it. Power play has expired. Here comes Toronto as they're winding up. They got to get this one back now. Under 7 minutes to go. Here in the third period, Toronto coming in hard. Cannot control this one behind the net. Sen's going to move this one up. It's Tkachuk. Brady going to backhand this one up. So many blind behind the back passes. These guys have to stop doing that. And if I'm coach, I'm giving it to them for the behind the back passes in this game. Steve's going to flip this one in the corner down into the Ottawa zone, trying to flip it in front of the net. Can't do it. Shaw chasing in after it, so Steve's trying to race around to the other side of the ice, as is Shaw. Somebody needs to tell Steves and Shaw they have a position, play it. This being thrown across the ice, Ottawa going to hammer this one in. 6:13, 6:12 to go as the puck is going to hop up and out of play. All right, Sasham, take care, my friend. All the best. We'll see you real soon.
There's a spot for the fourth line centerman available, and
but my
being good defensively, being physical,
goodness.
being good on face-offs, killing
That
penalties.
was ugly. Terrible giveaway. But Ottawa fans, you got to be okay. The coaching staff giving Mattinen a little pat on the back, saying, hey, it happens. Don't worry about it. But you know, he feels terrible for that one. Ottawa bringing it up, trying to play this one across the middle. Again, it's going to be deflected up and out of play. So we should get a face-off in the neutral zone now. But first, they're going to go to a commercial break because they love their commercial breaks here in the third period. Toronto fighting, trying to stay in it. If you're just coming in and joining us, welcome to the last 6 minutes of the third period where the Senators just took a 2-1 lead. We appreciate you coming in and giving us a look. If you enjoy our content, if you enjoy our style of play-by-play, hit that subscribe and make sure to come and join us. We'll be here all season. Of course, our next game is coming up on Thursday, so we're going to have a lot of fun doing that. Of course, you'll see people in the chat playing all kinds of games. You are earning points just for being here and hanging out with us, being in the chat. George checking his points right there. You can check it by doing !points. That will tell you exactly what you've earned, and then you can redeem your points to bring up various graphics on the scoreboard. So whether it's Go Leafs Go, whether it's Leafs, redeem sends, there's all kind of commands that you can use to bring graphics up. So lots of hidden commands as well, which you'll certainly pick up and learn over the season. And there's Triton getting this third party started, trying to pump everybody up, busting the move. And there's, of course, my favorite, the little Austin Matthews stink face. One of the best, and that's what Austin Matthews is saying after that giveaway. Oh my gosh, that was atrocious. But it's ways that you can play along all game and all season to cheer for your favorite teams. And Triton says, you know what? It's the third period and the Leafs might be losing, but let's get the wave going. We haven't got a wave going this year. All you have to do is find the little wave hand emojis, and I'll count it down, and you just flood that chat. 3, 2, 1. Hey, get those wave hands coming in. Get the wave hands coming in. We're going to start our virtual chat. There it is. Beverly's getting it going. Triton coming in. Find those wave hands and just flood it. Our virtual wave going to go around and around as the Leafs trying to come back. Let's see if it sparks that comeback. Toronto with the puck. They're going to play this one up. Benoit trying to get a pass through. Can't. Ottawa's going to intercept that. Robertson on the chase on the forecheck. Ottawa going to pass it back the other side. Now they're going to work this one up, cross ice in the middle, and now they're just going to flip it into the corner. Nick Cousins going in there after it. Benoit's going to elude a hit. Ottawa throwing the body. Sanderson passing it off. Here's a shot that's going to be knocked into the corner, near side. And this puck again is going to be shot and tipped up and out of play. There it is. I love seeing the wave hands come through. And we got McMahon and turn around camera. I can't see who McMahon was pushing and shoving with there.
Around the league, guys would be frustrated with him. He also had a couple.
So it's something you don't typically see a lot of. Yes, you'll see some fights, but you don't often see a lot of kind of scuffles after the whistle, little huddles, and everybody kind of pushing and shoving. Nobody wants to get hurt in these preseason games, but you can tell anytime these teams get together, emotions start getting a little high. Victory certainly did. Certainly did. Here they come again. Jansen walking in a shot. That one's going to go just wide. My goodness. This coming around in the corner, playing this one through. That's funny. And again, it's going to go out of bounds, out of the rink. So we're going to get another face-off in the neutral zone. 5:04 left to go now. 5:04 left to go. We need to pick this one up. We need to get this one going. But boy, oh boy, we should still be tied right now. We still should be, but hey, Toronto gives up a shorthanded goal. And the coaching staff, they're looking at Mattinen right now, and they're saying, down in the corner, 4:44, trying to dig this one out. Let's see the resiliency of the Baby Leafs here. What can they do? They're going to bring this one out 3-on-2. Cross ice pass to Kemp. Kemp over the line, but Nyes is taken down, and he comes in offside. So Ruse and Nyes collide, and Nyes gets tripped up and comes in offside. So a 3-on-2 gets negated. Oh boy, Toronto just can't catch a break right now. Cannot do it.
He has scored relatively well and scored relatively well in big.
But hey, they're pushing. They are pushing. They're trying. 4.5 to go out. Let's see if they pull the goalie again like they did last time. In the corner, trying to bring this one around. Back on it. Back working through. Jacob Quinlan. He hasn't been great. Toronto going to bank this one off the boards. Coming to the line. They can't pick it up and get it out. Quinlan swung and missed. And now Ottawa gets it in their own zone. Quinlan in on the forecheck. This is going to come around. Sam, no, I haven't. I'll have to go and listen to it. I haven't heard it. This coming through down in the corner. Look out. Hildeby almost tripped over his post. Dangerous play. Toronto picking it up. Right guy, what's going on? Long pass all the way down. It's going to be an icing on Toronto. Who do you think should be starting goalie? I think it's up for debate. My gut tells me it's probably going to be Joseph Wall since he's supposed to be considered the starter. But, you know, I tell you, Stolarz played great tonight. Stolarz played really good. And as they kind of start narrowing the goalies down, if Stolarz keeps performing, I don't see why they wouldn't make him the #1 starter. It's going to be a battle, though. It really is going to be a battle. Sanderson back with it. Sanderson's had one heck of a game for the Senators. This coming down over the line. Toronto back with it, trying to play it ahead. Sens coming right back, and this time they're here on the offside. Victor would go with Stolarz. Yeah, he was great. He was so good. And I really liked what I saw from him. You know, he tracked the puck well. He moved well. Wall, you know, Wall got beat a lot by a very young squad. Raw guy, thank you so much for hitting that subscribe. I appreciate it.
Like most U.S.-born players, loves to dine on his mouth guard.
Welcome to our group, our community.
The dental plans for so many young American players.
Dropping this one in. Toronto at the red line. This is going to be knocked all the way back down to the Toronto zone. Toronto just can't get those hockey bounces right now. We are 3 subscribers away from 375. If you've not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe for us. Sub up, join our community. We are 3 subs away. Down into the Ottawa zone. Toronto bringing this down. But again, the Sens picking up this puck with ease. They're going to carry this one up. Goaltending has also a lot to do with how the team in front. 100% DVJ. That's a great point. That is a great point. The team in front does make a huge difference. Timmins going to drop this one back. 2:40 to go. Benoit with the puck. He's going to carry this to the line and dump this one in. McMahon going in the corner. He can't catch up to it. Neither can Holmberg. And the Sens just going to roll this back into the Leaf zone. Back to get it is Rafai. Stutzel is going to hit him. This is going to now come to Kemp. Kemp playing it to Bobby McMahon at the red line, and he's just going to chip this into the Ottawa zone. So both teams just playing the dump and chase game right now. Billy, JT isn't playing tonight. JT has the night off. But he would be a good pick. He played really well the other night. In the corner, Kemp trying to pick this one up. Ottawa in there. Kemp still battling. Rafai watching his man. Ottawa coming around behind the net. They're going to try the other side of the ice. Under 2 minutes to go now. Under 2 minutes to go. Just coming around down in the corner, going to cycle it to the line. Ottawa holding it in. They're just going to play this one back down deep. Toronto's got to move it out of their own zone so they can get the goaltender coming out.
They actually went backwards last year.
1.5 minutes. Ottawa doing a great job eating up some clock. In the corner, Rafai in here. Ottawa's just eating up all kinds of time. Finally, Toronto's able to move it. Here's Steve. Steve's a little flutter pass, bringing it up to Nyes. Nyes trying to go around the defender. Can't. He's taken down. No call. This coming to the line, and Ottawa back the other way. They missed the pass. Hildeby heads to the bench. So it's going to be a 6-on-5 situation for Toronto. 1 minute to go. Matthew Nyes with the puck to Robertson. Robertson pounding it in the corner. Nyes in there first. He's trying to get up with it. Sanderson tying him up. Ottawa grabs it. Robertson going to knock this puck down. Back around Cowan. Cowan going to try to center it in front. It's knocked down. Toronto just can't get the puck to the front of the net. Back to the line. Here's Timmins. Timmins to Robertson. Robertson, his stick explodes. His stick explodes on him as Robertson takes the shot. 30 seconds to go. Robertson getting some new wood. Here he comes with the puck. Nice little deke. Robertson carrying this in. He pulls it back. He's going to cycle it around. Oh, that would have been such a great chance. 20 seconds to go. McMahon pulling it off the boards, trying to bring this out. They're running over each other. No organization here by Toronto. Over to Robertson. He throws it in front, tipped by Holmberg. And a nice save is again Tkachuk giving a shot to Holmberg. So a nice little play. They finally come in and get a shot on. And a nice deflection. But they just can't get it. Little welcome in
Greg Berube's
That stick
newly minted
just
assistant
exploded.
coach.
Robertson leaned on that to
Offensive
rip it,
guru
and the
is down
stick
with
just
the
popped.
whiteboard.
But now
He
Toronto's going to
was-
take a
Lindgard
timeout.
was a
They're going to look to regroup,
outrageously
come up
good
with
passer of the
something.
puck. Power play,
8
special
seconds
teams
left.
Dynamo when he played. Sure ended prematurely.
Absolutely,
Concussion
Victor.
issues, but
Absolutely.
a gifted
You're just coming in,
offensive
joining us
minded
for the
player
last
when he
8
played.
seconds. Welcome in. Thanks for joining
He's
us.
drawing, he's like, "What way
Do
you
us a
get me
favor.
out
We need
there?"
3
Yeah,
friends
puck
to
on the
hit
half
that
wall.
subscribe button.
Then off the pass
3
into the
friends to
face.
put us
Yeah.
to 24,375. So hit that subscribe, set your notifications. That way you know anytime we go live, YouTube will let you know that we're live and you can come hang out with us. We got you covered for the NHL all season long. There's one. Thank you so much. 2 subs away. Who's going to do it? Who's going to put us over? Holmberg here to take this very important draw.
8 seconds to go.
Off the draw, and Ottawa's going to win it. A big face-off. Holmberg can't come up with it. Ottawa's going to clear, banking it off. It's not going to hit the empty net. 1 second left to go. There's 2. We need 1 more. Who's going to put it over? Billy, at the bottom of your screen, you should see a subscribe button if you just click that. 1 sub away.
Harder than cute. I think you want everyone in the middle here. That's what Travis
1
Gray's way.
second.
Everyone in the
Enough.
middle.
There it is. Thank you so much for hitting
The
those
same note for top of the
subscribes.
clock, so we're gonna go
We
forward
did
with
it. Challenge completed.
That works.
He almost has to shoot it right off the draw. He tries. The Ottawa player goes down and blocks it. Nothing doing. The Ottawa Senators sweep the home and home preseason games. That's going to do it for this one. This game is in the books. Ottawa takes it home. Let's break this one all down. Welcome to the post-game report. My name is Sam, your Toronto sports hockey guy. And this was an interesting game. It didn't go our way, but hey, that happens. Your goal scorers today. It started off with, hang on, there we go. It started off with Alex Steves. Thank you for hitting that subscribe. NHL, welcome in. Good to see you. Alex Steves, he got the first goal. He put that one in. Jake Sanderson, he got the goal for Ottawa from Giroux and Brady Tkachuk in a nifty little goal. And why don't they have the third goal listed here? On a nasty giveaway, and I mean a nasty giveaway, Toronto gives away the game with a short-handed goal. That was just not pretty. Let's see if we can bring this up here. There we go. There we go. It was Zach Osteopuk. He gets the third goal on a giveaway. It was just atrocious. We should be going to overtime, but instead, Ottawa gets the win. Forsberg plays the whole game, 60 minutes, 19 saves, giving up 19 saves, 1 goal, given up on 20 total shots, ends up with a .950. Stolarz, who started this game, 16 total shots. He let in 1 goal, so 15 saves. He walks away with a .938. And Hildeby, who comes in relief, plays 28 minutes, 44 seconds, faced 11 shots, gave up 1 goal, made 10 saves. He leaves with a .909. So those are your goalie stats, your team stats, your game stats. If we bring this over here. Total shots, 27 for Ottawa, 20 for the Maple Leafs. Hits, Ottawa crushed them. 49 hits to 37. Face-offs, Ottawa crushed them. 36 to 20. Both teams going over 4 on the power play. Giveaways, 15 giveaways for Ottawa, 9 for Toronto. Block shots, 14-13. Toronto took that W. All in all, not a great game by any means. Just they couldn't pull it together. But it's preseason, so it doesn't count for anything. It doesn't matter. Thank you so much for hanging out. Good night, Dan. Thanks for being here. Maybe Mintonen can become a forward. Mintonen is going to be heading back to wherever team he came from. I have a feeling his days are done. I would expect him Shaw, Quinlan to be kind of in that next group of players that are sent back down. But all in all, for the Leafs, it was not a great showing. Steve's got the goal, but again, it wasn't a great goal. Matthew Nyes didn't play great. Easton Cowan didn't play great. I thought Bobby McMahon had a decent game, even though he was a -1. Nick Robertson, I thought, had a decent game. Alex Nylander really wasn't overly in existence here today. So good effort by Toronto. They were tied most of the game, but a lot to build on, a lot to come up with. Our next stream Thursday, we are going to be here, Toronto, Montreal, in Montreal. You know, it's going to be a lot of fun. Again, it's preseason. It doesn't count for anything but pride and a handshake at the end of the day. I want to thank our mods for doing what you do and keeping everything safe and effective for us. So thank you, mods. Thank you to all of our gifters today. First, thanks for Ernest for becoming a channel member. Ernest actually joined the membership team yesterday when we were offline. So thank you, Ernest, for becoming a channel member. Richard, thank you so much for the gifted memberships. I know those that received them really appreciate it. I Can Prep and AAU Triton, thank you for the super chats and super stickers. Thank you all so much. For those who found us for the first time today and hit that subscribe and hit that like, thank you so much. And of course, for sharing us out. We appreciate you all helping spread the word about our channel and helping us grow. Until next time, we'll see you real soon. Keep the faith. It's only preseason. Don't get frustrated because it's not worth it. Save it for the regular season. But tell your friends, tell your family, tell your social circles, you got to check out this channel. We got lots of stuff for everybody to watch. So until Thursday, have a great couple of days. Thank you again for everything, and we'll see you real soon. Go Hockey Go. Go Leafs Go. This is Samwelb saying good night. Take care.